It's like a little hot in here, right?
Yeah, it is a little hot here for sure.
It's a little hot. Okay, we live? We live. V live.
Sheesh.
Sheesh. Everybody, I need to get the energy going. I need to get everybody focused and ready to pod because we were just out there having a great conversation. Everybody making jokes, having fun, doing hard drugs. And now we're in here and everybody's being kind of quiet.
No,
We're ready for
we didn't
action.
even get it 3, 2, 1. You need to put Josh. The No Jumper News intro is way better.
Really? Why? What would he do?
3, 2, 1.
We're live.
We got the Lush one, the Bricc baby.
Oh yeah, he would say that. Okay. Yeah. Hey, all right. It's probably fair for me to. Oh man, I probably shouldn't even say this, but I'm gonna admit it. I didn't watch a lot of the news.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why you canceled it, clearly.
But I would have kept it going and probably continued to not really watch it if I felt like it was, going in a good direction or where. I don't know. I watch clips and it's basically like, I read the comments, I read the Reddit. That's how I gained my perception of it. Like it was very few times where I really sat down and watched a whole 2-hour news. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if anyone will hold that against me, but I'm really more of a clip guy when it comes to almost every podcast.
No, I get that, and I'm not going to hold it against you, although it does seem like...
But you weren't on the current iteration.
No. Well, the tail end. Oh,
you did pop up. Yeah.
But I will say that it does seem like would be easy to manipulate your perception of something then. You're not actually absorbing the content yourself.
The thing is that I'm taking in perspectives from so many different vantage points, and my mind is so strong that I feel like it is tuned in enough to block out the blatant brigading campaigns that do seem like they happen from time to time. I feel like I've seen people trying to run psyops in the Reddit. I feel like just people really focused on getting suspects fired.
For real?
In the Reddit sometimes, and I don't even pay attention to who's posting what in the Reddit, so I almost never notice a username unless they really start to rise in prominence. But there's definitely people who made it their mission to make me question if suspects should be around.
Gina as well. They were on Gina's helmet
people organically
recently.
That was it was so excessive though at certain points. It was what's the agenda?
Even if it felt excessive, I still felt like it was probably they were taking it easy.
Are you talking about the recent Reddit posts?
I'm just talking about the last couple of years. I feel like I can sense when there's an intended target and that people are really trying to get somebody out. And I can tell someone who has a podcast or has a stream and they blatantly are cutting their own clips and posting it, or have somebody on their team who's posting it to post in the Reddit because they realize that's probably one of their best options in terms of getting people to pay attention.
Yeah.
You can't just wait around because Big Ski would still be in the Reddit every day if he was actually with it enough to be taking his best clips and put it in the Reddit, because the Reddit was all about him for 6 months.
I just told somebody, hey, you just dropped the single, you need to. But anyway.
No, you got to do your own promotion.
Yeah, you got to promote it.
It's like making a song and not having, these days, if you make a song and a video, you got to have a reel, you got to have a TikTok, you got to have a short, you got to have Twitter clips, you got to you got to do a lot of stuff.
What industry experts in marketing are saying is 7 pieces of content at least per single.
But for each different platform, for each you need 7 shorts and 7 TikToks.
Exactly.
Those could be the same.
But
it could be the same essentially.
Motion art is one of them.
Yeah, you could have the lyric video,
you know what I'm saying, the
a
music
trailer. You feel me?
You know that Taylor Swift, when she put out her album, she made it so that every different social network had a piece of content that you could only get on that social network. So there was an exclusive something on TikTok. There was something on Shorts that you had to go watch that short, or else you wouldn't really be peeping every single little thing that she did. Now, obviously, I'm just finding out about this because Lennon tells me about it. But
the exclusive filter.
Does seem smart.
I was about to say, are you cool with Taylor Swift's marketing team? You gonna be a part of the next rollout?
I'm not cool with them in any way, but I do have a huge amount of respect for what she has engineered.
For sure.
It's insane.
She's dope.
It's fucked.
Yeah.
I wonder when she's gonna fall into the middle-aged lady category, because it still feels like she's kind of in her hot girl era. Right?
How old is Taylor? She got to be 33
maybe is my guess.
Yeah, in her lane, she could go to 45 in her prime.
34.
She got like another 10 ski.
But I also feel like Beyonce is old as dirt and nobody treats her like she's old.
That's
well,
what
I mean,
I'm
they
saying.
do, but they don't.
Beyonce, what, 44?
42.
Yeah, so we
When that ass stopped throwing, when she stopped throwing that ass in the Berkeley, then motherfuckers gonna start.
You think she's
treating
living
her.
off of ass?
I mean, you're definitely going for the leg structure and the.
That is the problem with Taylor Swift, though. She got no ass. It's like the one chink in her armor.
If she BBL Taylor would be insane.
BBL Taylor.
BBL Swifty.
But I mean, like,
I'm here for it.
Taylor's like a tall cup of water. It don't have to come with a bumper on it sometimes. She's like a tall glass of.
Oh, in the white community, there is no expectation of ass.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, for me,
I was gonna say it that way. I didn't want to be a racist.
I'm my brain has been, changed by my experience in the hip hop community. Like all my long-term girlfriends prior to being in the rap world,
No ass. You can iron your pants on.
no
her
boobs, no ass.
So you're just hitting missionary?
I've been lucky to get a B cup.
Like just constant missionary type?
I don't know. Like my main like girls that I dated in my life that were usually like skinny, like wayfish model types. Not like hot enough to actually be a model, but like, maybe they could like try on the clothes for the
Sephora
models.
workers,
Right.
Yeah.
like the girls that work at Sephora.
Right. No, but she got ass.
That's CCL.
The primary one that
That's
I'm
the
thinking
CCL
of anyway.
though.
Isn't a CCL like a trucking license?
That's the CDL, but the CCL is a crip BBL because I'm a crib.
Why are you fully loped out today? What's going on?
Zest Pac in the building. Huh?
Zesty baby?
So when you're out the closet, it's official or what?
Yeah. Right here, cooling. No,
Pride
I'm just
month.
playing.
You could
I
have
got
pulled a
my-
whack on him right there and just, what do you say to me? You say Zester.
Nah, what it is it was hood day yesterday. I'm still on the sender, cuz. And it's summertime. This how I do it in the summertime. No shirt, nigga. No shirt.
I'm high key down. Fuck it, yeah. I don't think Lush gonna do it, but I'll do it.
Yeah. This is how we do it. Nigga, white beaters, no shirt.
Why Lush ain't gonna do it? What
It's
the fuck you
summertime.
talking about?
You think you ready to keep it hood stocks or what?
What do you think? Come on, man.
Oh shit.
Fuck
Let's
you
go.
think we on, fool?
Oh, see, I like you in a white beater too.
white
almost.
beater.
White beater Lush?
Either
Pretty
way.
gangster, but I mean, the shirt off is pretty hard too. Look how much
He
chest hair I
got,
have.
he got
Yeah,
like
my
an
shit's out of
afro.
control
He-
right now.
He looks like Mikey.
I'm gonna let him see it from an
Mikey
angle.
said-
Check
He
me
said,
out.
"I'm a You know what it reminds me of? 40-year-old version.
BBL,
When he had
Grammy.
to get
It's
his-
just hot as fuck in here, so it's not like we're doing it for no
Yeah,
reason.
Nah, it's hot as fuck.
No, that's
actually.
funny that you mentioned 40-year-old virgin because literally, and I'll leak this to our population out there, but I am remaking the chest hair shaving 40-year-old virgin scene.
The
in
waxing
here.
scene?
Yes.
Yeah, are you?
And because that was real. He actually
Yeah,
grew
yeah,
his
yeah,
chest
yeah.
hair out and
Yeah.
actually really
Got
did
it.
that so he could capture the pain. Ooh. And I'm going to do it too.
Yo.
And look at that. That shit, literally, I have like an inch and a half of chest hair.
Longer.
His shit's banging on mine right now. My shit looks like normally mine's a little bit better than me too. My shit's crazy right now. Like,
Hey yo, I was finna say some crazy shit. He got female nipples though. Hold on.
are they turning you on or like?
Yo, no, you got a nice hue to those things.
Oh,
Hell yeah, you got a nice color. And I like it. No, you know what's crazy about your shit? Is like, damn, my nipples look hella tiny compared to yours. But like, I have hair coming out of my ISO nipples. Your nipples have decided to not grow hair, and they just grow hair around it.
I got the Cardi B areolas.
Yeah. You can feed a baby with those.
No, those nipples are hard though. Let me. Okay. Now you got tiny ones.
Brick don't even got nipples.
Yours are
fool.
tiny.
This fool look like a robot. He like an
What
action
it
figure.
is though, I don't have tattoos on this side of my body. This whole side of my body is smaller because when I got shot in my neck,
Oh, really?
on this side, all my nerves went bad. So I couldn't get tattoos for like years.
The craziest
So I'm
part
not
about
hit up,
this
but
though,
this arm, like if you see me from this side, I'm like super skinny, but I'm still like kind of low C buff on this side.
how is Brick right now wearing this with a shiesty though? That just like adds so much.
Oh yeah, he looks like he's
Like-
about to catch a body right now.
yeah. Like I'm
It's
mad
the
that
leader
those
of the new school.
those forces are the
We're
wrong
supposed to be
color.
black.
Yeah,
I
they
know, but I
supposed to be
ain't
black.
want to go.
You have so many tattoos that I've never seen before. Language
Universal.
Language is universal? What's
Not-
that mean?
So like, you know how like rappers back in the day, we used to have like acronyms and our names would mean like, you know, like the language,
so that's the
LUSH, that's the LU.
Okay.
You feel me?
So what's that say?
Superhuman. You feel me?
Language use universal.
super. I thought I was way
But you
too
like
cool.
auto-tune over the chest. What is that about?
Because I had my little auto-tune phase. You know,
Why you got Kid Rock under your boob?
that's my brother Cadillac right there.
Oh
RP.
shit. Okay. Oh, rest in
Feel
peace,
me?
my
Yeah,
brother.
yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Yeah, rest in
Five in peace, my brother Caddy. Y'all know what it is. What I'm amazed about, your chest hair is colorful. You got like the Sean
He's
Connery.
like a two-tone Frenchie.
Yeah, yeah.
He's like a
He like-
Coco Frenchie.
He like Wolverine from the X.
No, this is like tattoo removal. Like you can't even see my fucking tattoos because the chest hair is so fucking lush. Pause.
That is it.
And also like the gray really like kind of fills it out. It makes it like really hard to tell what's going on. I don't know.
Drop the zest in the chest. I know this is crazy right here. He said
No, but
Diddy cast.
I'm about to like actually start going in terms of like planning exactly where we're gonna shoot the chest hair waxing and everything because I'm dying to get rid of this. Like
do this shit right now.
I gotta like plan it out because I gotta watch the scene. I gotta pick like an exact set that looks like how they shot it, and then I gotta have Lena and like whoever other girls. Like I'm gonna try to get them to like dress like the characters in 40-Year-Old Virgin so that it looks kind of because I want it to like look spot on enough that people will have to like repost it on Twitter and be like, oh ha ha ha.
So
the 22 still recreated the 40-Year-Old
Bricc
Virgin.
could be like his one black homie that looked like Montel
Are the
Williams.
girls nurses?
Oh, I love that.
Are they
Yeah.
going to be the one? I mean, not nurses, but are they the ones that's going to take like the girls that are dressing like Lena? They're going to be. Are you going to have a professional?
You know, I'll probably let Lena do it. I feel like she's earned it. She
Yeah.
probably like low key wants to inflict pain upon
That's
me
what I
and
was about
never
to
really
say. That
gets
might
to.
be the wrong person because
Hey,
she's
yo.
going to have fun with it.
Let me ask you this: does your sitch, when you're having a conversation with her, like you get real close to her, you're talking real deep, real intimate, staring into each other's eyes, and then she just starts squeezing the fucking blackheads on your face?
That's our
That's
love
love.
language.
My girl does
That's
that,
love.
and I have to like say to her, like, "Fucking stop it! Stop it!
I love
I'm not
it.
feeling this."
I'm the one that does it though. I'm the one that starts it off. I'm
You
the
start
bump
doing it to
pop.
her?
I'm Dr. Pimple Popper. Yeah, she'll be talking and then she'll be talking. I'll be like,
That's true
and then
love.
I'll be like, that's our love language. I ain't
That's
gonna lie.
true love.
Wow, that is real love. Yeah, I never even thought about that. I don't know if my girl
'Cause I-
has anything to squeeze out of her face.
Yeah.
Does she eat the lice out of your chest hair? Is she like?
Well, I don't know that I have any lice, but I mean, I'm sure if I did, I don't think she's gonna eat it.
Adam, he's. I think you might get a peck. I think you're about to get a CCL too, because you keep trying to flex this.
No,
up
I'm
like
trying to-
you're
yeah.
insecure about there being.
Shout out to anybody who's seen the ex-wife Karen Patreon episode, but she was doing some like titty fluctuation shit where she
That's
would be,
fire.
yo, the only thing that could make this more of a hood day, besides us not having our shirts on, we got to start smoking cigs because that's like the most hood day thing I can think of.
Yeah,
Easy
Now
call.
I got some more. I got gang drugs in my pocket.
Oh,
You want to turn it up a
Define
notch?
gang drugs.
I'm off some gang drugs right
I saw
now.
you guys having a good time out there, and I thought about getting involved, but I don't know.
We got Molly Ollie.
Hey, what did Smirky say? This ain't what they want.
Yeah, this ain't what you want. Hey.
Was he talking about Molly?
He's talking about.
He's talking about everything.
Yeah, this lifestyle.
He was talking about gang business.
Yeah.
I'm on the road.
We heard
Doing something
it. We heard it
now.
through the grapevine that Lil Durk not really fucking with No Jumper.
We kind of already did that though, right?
I think the
Like,
Poodle LaFleur interview might have put it over the top.
that was the last.
Well, I mean, honestly, like we say positive things about him. It's just like at a certain point, he's got to feel like we've talked to so many people that are talking about him that it's got to seem a little weird.
Beyond that, he doesn't like media regardless. I mean, I remember that seminal interview where he brought out Vaughn for the first time on the Breakfast Club, and Vaughn was inadvertently about to confess to a
Telling
gang
on
and shit.
himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, facts.
My thing is this: when you the most popping in your section, you gonna be the most hated in your region. Point blank, period. When you the most popping in your section, you gonna be the most hated in your region. All them niggas that you did something to, they can fabricate shit. All them niggas that never got a chance to be around you when you were regular, they can't hold that. Oh, that was my boy from day one, so it's fuck him. He ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? You gotta just take.
So, how did you choose to approach the Hood Day this
hood.
year? Because you have, demons like Damn Homie making it clear that she didn't think that you were invited. You got various different people putting it out there. Like, what is the expectation, and how did you decide to move strategically, given that you are a hot commodity in the city right now?
Well, I'm not going to jail, so I don't kick it outside or trespass. I'm not a loiterer. You know what I mean? So I'm not going nowhere to where the thing is, so I can't take everything how
Right.
how it all
Whatever
came
you're comfortable
together.
with, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I went through a pause, but I was like, fuck it. Being my best friend, nigga, being my road dog, my Conrad. Damn, I called him my Conrad.
Oh, Conrad, my comrade.
Yeah. Being my Conrad, we like, fuck it. What you want to do? We got to do some rich nigga shit today. Like, I'm like, fuck it. I'm finna get the warehouse. Fuck it.
Okay.
Tell all the homies pull up. You know what I'm saying? He like, fuck it. We would have. We got the warehouse.
Do you think that will satisfy Damn Homie?
I don't give a damn.
I feel like she wanted you to like go wherever Cowboy was at.
Cowboy's not from the set.
But you know, she like probably wanted you to go around whoever has issues with you. Like I felt like that's what she was getting at.
I was.
But people,
everybody that was around me, what are you talking about?
I don't know. You tell me.
Everybody has an opinion. But listen, all right, so let me show you how this goes, right? I go hit my corners. I don't have to go live. I go through the hills. I check on all my older dudes. Bop, Eileen, all that. Them niggas don't like cameras. I tried to live stream the other day. And they my brother like, nigga, I'm about to leave. You about to turn YouTube on? I'm like, yeah, that is weird. You get what I'm saying? He like, nigga, he like, fuck these niggas. Like, bro, you got to understand. I got brothers, cousins, and older homies that don't allow me to express or explain myself about certain situations. Like, we just gonna blow it up. When it's time to blow it up, we gonna blow it up, and everybody gonna remember who
I mean,
is.
you took the flick. You look about 30-something deep in that.
It was like 80 people, 90 people in my trip.
yeah.
I got the only spot that didn't get and the concert that we threw
Oh,
afterwards.
the Hood Days still getting raided?
Oh, every year.
Really? Oh,
Every year. So, like, 12 homies went to jail not 12 homies. They found about a gang of blowers. Like, 5-6 people went to jail last night at the last event,
Really?
which I helped coordinate. That concert that Conrad, U-Dog, Brian Hurst, Baby, all them performed at was something that came about with Tear It Off Records. Tear It Off Records is my big brother's record label. He's doing
Unrelated to
he's on
Tear
his
It
way.
Off in the Bay Area.
Yeah, it's Tear It Off. I don't even know about the Bay.
Okay.
But he's incarcerated right now with more money than he can control himself with.
Right.
So he's thinking of shit. I told him, hey, maybe it's not it's going to be a bad idea for the temp because, look, this will usually go on. You've been down for a long time, bro. Like, the police coming.
Right.
He like, nah. I'm like, all right. So I'm like, put me on the flyer. We leaving from there. This is where everybody's at. So we leave from the one spot at 11. We go into the concert. As soon as we pull up, back-to-back cyber trucks. Right there with the go get cyber. We go back-to-back cyber trucks. We had Lambo trucks and all that. Shout out to little homies that make the hood look good on their own. We had Lambo trucks and all that. As soon as we pull up, I guess them cyber trucks was in the they was in the parking lot earlier that day. So when the crash was doing they following
Surveillance.
yeah, they seen them cyber trucks.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So as soon as they pulled up, it's like they ran down on the cyber trucks. Then they ran in and went to go get my little homie that used to be with me every day. TS, they ran in, free TS too. They ran straight in. I guess today was his first. Yesterday was his first day posted. He might have had an open case or something.
Warrants type shit.
Yeah, they went straight to him. But motherfuckers don't know the shit that goes on behind the scenes. So how I navigated my day before that was, I'm gonna make everybody come to me, and the ones that don't like me, you know, the whole hood over here with me. Most of the homies is over here with me. The only reason that y'all not gonna come is because y'all don't want to approach the situation.
And you was on a flyer.
I was everywhere.
He was on a flight, but there's like
was
an
on a bender, a
advertised
flyer?
Yeah, like, and the fact of the matter is, all these rappers talk about go to your hood day popping up. You actually made the hood day.
I did not.
And right, you
I
feel
did
me?
not.
Like
Did not make the hood day.
No, I'm saying you.
But
made,
yeah, I hear what you're saying.
No, like you made it like a whole.
Yeah,
you feel
we
me?
bought we are the people from the section. I gotta be involved. Last year I was shooting a movie on June 10th. The year before that, it was at our warehouse. Me and Big Guy. Like, what are we talking about?
Oh,
here?
back when you're on good terms, yeah.
No, I'm talking about Big Guy.
Oh, the biggest guy.
Yeah,
right,
I
okay.
ain't never on bad terms with him, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, okay.
The biggest crow.
I think that I hit no jumper in the airwaves last year as far as like, like everybody being in my business every day. So I guess y'all didn't see 2022 Hood Day or 2021.
I haven't really been paying attention to many
Yeah,
Hood
so
days
it's
throughout
like,
my
y'all
life,
talking
yeah.
about y'all don't go to the Hood for Hood Day, like, bet you won't go. I was supposed Cowboy made that narrative last year. Betty woke up to the hood day. Then I didn't want to blow it. Like me and Cowboy, we on like a ceasefire type time. You know what I'm saying? We from the same area, same block. But let's not act like the alley that he was standing in wasn't the one that he got his shop at. Like that was not in the hood. Just because he was in the alley, it didn't mean he was in the hood. He was downtown.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, first and foremost, I was in Texas, he was downtown. That's the same thing on Hood Day. He wasn't in the set.
I feel like Cowboy hasn't talked about me on that podcast in a while.
And we appreciate it, and we not talking about Cowboy in no bad, like.
I never had a problem with him in the first place. He just started talking about me on that. And
You're Brick's friend.
but I feel like it was almost even before that.
Did
But
y'all
yeah, you're
have-
right. I feel like I brought you in, and that's when he
Yeah.
started feeling like he had to talk about me a bunch.
I don't recall him having negative words for you prior to that.
No, we did that interview and it was real cool. And then he started doing that podcast with that other fool, and then it got a little Mickey and tricky for a minute there. But oh no,
A little tricky.
a little Mickey and tricky.
Yeah,
But
man. But shout out the section. We ain't here to break down everything. Shout out everybody that came on. They gonna say they said I had AI gangsters in the picture. They said that those were the real 60s in my pictures.
that would be a fucking funny ass version of this thumbnail. Is if we like put us and then edited just a ton of people behind us.
And it's like me.
Hood Day Bow Wow Challenge.
I've
why not?
already explained my PTSD. I can't be around 300 people outside that's all intoxicated, not paying attention to the perimeter of what's going on, because every time I got shot, I didn't get to see the shooter come. I've been shot in my back twice. So, like, when shit's going on that takes my attention while I'm outside, I'm the one that's, like, looking the other way, like, because I don't want to get caught lacking again.
Nah, definitely. Do you feel like you were over whooping on the phone call with Lush the other day? A lot of people were getting on me, acting like I was fucked up for even allowing that phone call to take place.
The
I mean,
white
welcome
devil
to the
laughing
soap
in the
opera.
background.
Welcome to the soap opera. It was a play, guys. Me and Luce are cool.
Why is everything a play, though?
It's not a play. It was funny. Yeah, I mean, I definitely it wasn't, but definitely Luce put some respect on my name after that conversation.
Really?
For sure.
Because, okay, he was trying to pull up today, but then you kind of shut the door on that. You were like, I don't think that
soon.
us sitting down on camera makes sense right now.
Yeah, it's too soon because he's from that other side. He's from the hooded side, the low. You know what I'm saying? They play a lot of games, so it's like you could have got here, then we pieced it up, then you just double back to shoot content. You know what I'm saying? We got a couple checks and balances we have to go through together in order to get to that.
Okay.
But the level of animosity is not DEF CON like it was.
It was
before.
never DEF CON. I told him just call him. I wasn't going to argue. I ended up arguing, but I just wanted to know one thing. Because that's the key thing to the conversation. I can't argue with you if you can't tell me what I asked you. Because it's like it's imposter talking to a real one.
Oh, the put on convo.
Yeah. So it was like, all right. But, he got put on by everybody. So, I mean, that worked out.
Nah, this is good. So how was everybody's weekend in general?
Lit. I was in New York.
Oh, yeah, Bronx
I was out
battle
there
rap
in the-
captain.
I was out there in the Bronx.
How was that? How's the battle rap scene in the Bronx?
Crazy.
Really?
It's just lit out there. It's just, to me, like, that was a rite of passage. I've hosted battle rap events in 5 different continents, you know what I mean? All over New York City, never in the BX.
Where it comes
That was
from.
the first time, so that was kind of lit. And yeah, it was Puerto Rican Day Parade weekend, so it was just, everybody was in high spirits. Spent less than 24 hours in
So
the
you was
actual-
playing like you was Rasa up there?
What do you mean?
That's what you was doing. You Puerto Rican Day and all that.
Oh,
You
I mean,
was trying to play essay up there.
I'd definitely be speaking Spanish. to
You're a
motherfuckers
fucking
and
culture
shit, like-
vulture. You
So the
just
Puerto
the
Rican
other
Day
way.
is the Puerto Rican Day parade Rasa approved?
Well,
Feels like a different thing.
I feel like when you're out of town, Hispanics and Latins come together.
yeah, but
It's
there's
like
but
it's
there's
like,
like
Crips and Bloods. Like when we out of town, it don't really be that. They be like, "You from LA? All right, cool."
Yeah, because we just
gonna-
don't have enough Puerto Ricans out here for that to be a thing.
it's a very like there's strong cultural differences between Puerto Ricans and Mexicans. So like
Puerto Ricans is like little niggas. Like I ain't gonna lie, they niggas on the low. Like shit.
I mean, there's a lot of Dominican fools where you would never be
You
able
never
to
know.
tell. You would
You'll
never
never
be able
know.
to tell. Like, you know what I mean? Even
But
like
that's the climate. But I'm just saying, like, so the Puerto Ricans wasn't rocking with 6ix9ine before all
Everybody
the
was
shit?
rocking with him.
That's what I'm saying. And he's,
Like it or not.
he's Raza, right?
Well, I believe Raza refers to Mexican specifically.
Yeah,
So
You know what I'm
for
saying?
sure.
Like,
But
yeah.
6ix9ine is a Mexican.
He's half. He's mixed. He's Puerto
Well,
Rican
what?
and Mexican.
Oh, so that don't count? You're full white.
Yeah.
So how the fuck can you tell us that him being half?
I'm not saying I'm not qualifying.
No, you just said like, yeah, but they don't really mix. It's like, well,
Well, no, it's just a cultural difference. You feel me? This fool.
What?
I got his
missed
ass
it.
with that
Oh
one.
yeah, you got you in the trick bag.
Yeah, but no, but I'm like but the Puerto Rican, I didn't know that he was half though. I just
Yeah,
I always
yeah.
see him with a Mexican flag. He's like cheating on the Mexican.
Well,
shit.
I think that after he got out and he's no longer, rocking with the 9 trays and all that, he kind of resurrected his career in the Spanish market, which
Yeah.
was by far the smartest thing he could have done.
But okay, as long as we're talking about that, let's do the math. I was looking at this the other day, and I was pretty surprised to see this. Let's go.
15. The math.
Let us
6 +
go
9.
to the 6ix9ine YouTube channel. And if you look at it, it's like, okay, he put out a project 4 months ago, I guess, which I don't remember anybody talking about this. I have no idea. I didn't listen to it. But it's like, you only have to go back a little bit to get to the point where, okay, this video is some Latin shit, 46 million views.
66 million, a couple above.
Right, yeah. Like, but I'm talking about like the real music videos. So 66 on the one with Kodak, 46 million on this Latin song, 123 million on this Latin song. You go back, 12 million on this random one that I don't know what it is.
Grupo ese Bali,
Grupo Firme.
28 million on this.
Hey.
It's all like a lot. Gine, 36 million views. Like, Zaza, 107 million views. But then you go to his most recent video 2 months ago, 2.5 million views. This is actually, it's called Go or Go. And it's like this, I feel like he did no promo for this because I didn't even know that this song came out. And I feel like these are probably like real views. Like I feel like
that's where he's really at.
I feel like he would get 2.5 million views in reality.
Yeah.
And then when you go back to the songs that are like 100 million, a couple 100 million, that to me feels like cap.
It's a different whip though. You got to think the Hispanic songs are what would we call them? Latina or Latino
Latina
songs?
music, sure.
Yeah, all right,
Latinx music.
Wow, that wave is all through South America, Central America,
Right.
fucking like you know what I'm saying.
The
He's
Caribbean.
reaching Barcelona, like Spain, like
Yeah.
wherever they speak, it's the Caribbean, all of that. So it's reaching other. When he's talking about regular gangbanging, they not playing that because they can't really. That's a
Well,
dancing
my point
community.
is-
Yeah, no one cares about that shit.
My point
outside
is
of
more
America.
that I feel like this is just a window into how many views you get if he's not spending a shitload of money buying like YouTube promos / buying fake views.
That's been said about him from off rip, right?
Oh yeah, when he
There's, like,
first made his comeback, people always like I was talking to Gangster Williams yesterday, and like people like get the history messed up, and they feel like he was still like really popping when he got out after
No.
snitching, and I'm like, nah, he had like some campaigns where he was like really trying to get people to accept him back and stuff, but I was having to tell him like, nah, like people in hip hop were not fucking
No,
with that shit
I
at
remember
all.
because like he dropped that joint with Nicki Minaj, that Trolls joint, which is the one that he did
Right.
after
Yeah,
he
he
got,
got out.
and they barely cracked the Billboard Top 100 with that, and that's Nicki Minaj.
Nicki.
Yeah,
Yeah, fuck you, Adam.
Wait, so you're mad that I didn't have you come in to have a conversation?
Gangster.
Because we try to make sure that we keep the
I
brick
know.
away from the whack, and whack like yesterday's schedule was like 051 Drilla, Terrence Gangster Williams, then Whack and Jason Lee, and definitely I was not gonna try to muddy the waters by mixing that a little too much. I'm not trying to
that you
cause any
sat
issue.
down with Whack and Gangster, but like I watched. Shout out Swamp Stories. I watched the whole 3 hours in all.
Yeah,
shouts to my boy Cemetery.
yeah.
Running it
no,
up.
that's cap. But it
Did we not
was.
fuck with him?
No, I
No, yeah, all right.
he's making a joke about like they tried to do this like fake play that he was this like underground rapper at some point. But it was kind of trippy sitting there. Like I will say about Gangster Williams, he's the person who has 40 plus bodies, and seems so well adjusted to it. Like people go to war and kill 40 people and then they come back to America and they're fucked up for life. This fool is happy as a pig in shit and like literally said, I don't feel bad for anything I ever did.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to tell you. We grow up where like kind of a nigga get what he deserve when he get knocked off around. Like, real, like, cause like, let me tell you, a motherfucker that's doing it, like, all right, his first body might not have been his anger.
His first body was literally like Birdman sees him, puts him in the car and says,
You see him?
go get him. Pow!
Yeah.
Drive away. That's
And he
it.
was supposed to come back to the car, but he was so lit, cuz go backyard to backyard, boogie down all the way to the house, cuz go put the blick up. He beat Birdman to the house on his first body.
It's kind of crazy that he can tell that story.
I mean, he was a minor. He's telling on his brother because he ain't fucking with him. Like, you get what I'm saying?
And this is Louisiana, right?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, but they don't tell out there.
In
Well,
like
also,
the early
like,
90s.
He started that not telling shit.
Also, like murder is they have crazy laws where if they don't solve a murder within a few days.
Oh, that's what he's telling me. And like,
Yeah.
if they don't get it in like a couple months or some shit, then they have to drop it or something.
Yeah. So they have very, very a lot of ambiguity in their murder laws out
I
there.
think that they don't snitch a lot out there, so the police like, hey, if don't nobody come forward, 9 times out of 10, we ain't gonna be able to figure it out. We drop it. That dude kills somebody else. We'll catch him on the next one.
They treat murder in Louisiana like bipping in Frisco. Essentially, like they're not even like dealing with.
You know how everybody has this perception that Birdman and Gangster, like, no communication, nothing to do with each other at all?
Yeah.
I saw some texts.
Okay.
I feel like there's a lot of people who will kind of like performatively not fuck with you once you've been accused of something, but then like behind the scenes, they can
When
still
they
show
know
you
that
love.
you is motherfucking, bro, they know what he'd do to they motherfucking ass. You better be cool a little bit.
Right.
Like, you used to come get me to do it up. Like,
You don't want to be number
in
41.
my book, if he really only told on dead people, cuz still straight.
It's weird though, because when I was talking to Wack about it afterward, Wack was like, no, he put people behind bars. He wore wires
Ooh,
to
he
get
did?
people. I
I
don't know.
didn't
I don't
hear
know where
that.
that comes from because like that, I don't know. I was haven't
You
seen
know
any
he's a
evidence.
liar anyway. Wack probably heard it once and like, yeah, that's the story.
Yeah, I don't know.
He's the biggest fabricator. Will he be
And
at
Wack even
Pacoima
said,
today?
Wack says they're not brothers.
Is he going to?
Which I
They're
don't-
not brothers?
I mean, that's what Wack says, but I don't understand where he's getting that information.
Don't they have the
either.
same, like-
the same dad?
They got
Yeah.
the same dad.
I mean, that's the
Same
story.
last
Wack's saying it's
name,
not
like-
true. I don't know why he says that, but
Wack wants to be his brother. He holds Birdman nuts in the highest fashion that you can. Did you hear him getting in the clubhouse over somebody that talked bad about Birdman?
Nah.
He's like, yeah, well, I mean, I guess he lets you rep Cash Money with no label, like, I guess. But anyway, he doesn't relate to Terrence Gangster Williams because he ain't never killed nothing. His whole years, his glory days, he spent in jail, buffing iron,
pumping iron, getting buff.
getting buff.
The iron was
touching
buffing
people.
him.
I call TC right there. I call Tiny Cow from the hood. He was in YA with you, cuz. This is one of the generals, cuz. Please, let's not keep lying about your YA stories. He used to be with the nigga for PDL. That was a savage. And you was his iron buddy. That's it. Now we gonna let you explain and go to your hood day. Go to your hood. Go fuck with your homies. Not just 3 of them. You get what I'm saying? Go do your thing, because y'all always want to say shit about me. Y'all pop out. You and the whole hunting side, y'all be hiding.
You know, when
hidden.
you saw that Wack and Snoopy episode, you felt like they were on good terms now.
Yeah, that's 2 of the
I don't know if that's gonna last because Snoopy's been in my DMs not terribly happy with the Wack situation.
He actually hopped in my DMs too.
He's in everybody's DMs.
But that's what Snoopy does. He lets somebody get on his ass, then all of a sudden, when they not there no more, it's like, I should have socked blood. I on Pyro. You let a nigga tell you not from Pyro, nigga.
Because what I had said is I was like, damn, that was some real expert manipulation.
Wack
And-
got him.
Yeah.
You got him. You can never fuck with Wack again.
And
Like,
he said Wack
whooped
really
you on
did.
that one.
That's what he was saying to me. What he said to me was like, Wack didn't do nothing. Like blah 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 blah. It wasn't even like that. And I was like, well,
He didn't do what? He told you wasn't a Pyro. You said, yeah, I made a mistake. I supposed to.
it just looked like the whole thing was an expert level chess game.
Yeah, he
Bobby
talked you
Fischer
into letting
manipulation.
You know, like, hey, you
Yeah.
a bitch ass nigga. So when we sit down, like, you know what I'm saying? It's cool to be a bitch ass nigga because you didn't know you was a bitch ass nigga when you did that bitch ass shit. So now that you know, like, just come out and say you was a bitch ass nigga, we'll work from there. And he did it. Like, in so many words, that's what he did. I know you can't say bitch ass nigga and all that, but you get where I'm
B-A-N.
Yeah, ban.
But okay, how do you react to the narrative that Wack has been consistently putting out there, which is basically him saying that Bricc maybe must be cooperating or compromised in some way because you allegedly got arrested by the feds and there's no charges. So what do you say when you see him saying that?
What division did you bail me out from? Do you remember?
I just handed the money over. I didn't actually do any of that.
I was at 77th Street. Do they got a federal tower there? I bailed out from 77th. That's LAPD.
Okay.
I went to Compton Court.
77th in Maine, or is that what that is? Or like
Broadway.
Yeah, Broadway.
77th and Broadway. I went to court. I got caught in the 108th Street division. I went up to Compton Court. That's where you go to Compton Court. It's almost, I talk about it. Give me 3 more weeks, man. I could talk.
3 weeks?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Give me 3 more weeks. I'll be able to talk.
Oh, okay. I like that. All right, yo, I have another announcement. We had a special guest planned. He had to bail at the last minute. But we were going to be joined by
Thunder
Stet. Stet was going to be joined. Yo, we've been talking, bro. He's been telling me a lot of crazy shit. And he fucks with us. He was saying that Lush is his favorite podcaster in the whole LA podcast universe.
I see you, big dog.
And he was making it clear that he got nothing but respect for Bricc Baby. So we were planning on having Stet on here. I think he wants to let things cool down maybe a little tiny bit. But just know, Stet, he's under the wing.
He's under the wing.
He's under the wing.
But
For 9 hours.
Speaking of the wing.
He stinks. He smells like fucking Old Spice now. Yeah.
Speaking of the wing, right? Did he go get winged out when Trail came out? Because he looked like he was about to put that chicken wing to work.
Well, I don't want to like air out anything that isn't public, but yes, he whooped T-Rail's ass in the Sorella warehouse.
That's T-Rail whooped him.
We have the security footage, and we are going to be dropping the security footage at the end of this stream. But he put the hurt to groove on the dead homies.
Oh, the dead homies are on the
Pieced
damn
him
homies.
up. He pieced him up on the damn homies.
On that damn
On the
homies.
damn.
On the
Damn
thirstiest
homies,
bitch
man.
in the world.
So that's something. Did you guys see the clip of him actually getting into it with T-Rail?
Yeah,
Did you see it?
Yeah, I seen it.
Yeah.
I just didn't. I mean, we see what we seen, so
but
I just seen Cuz come outside like, nigga.
Did their issue?
I got one too. That's why I could talk shit about it. You know, my hand barely worked.
Oh, really? I didn't even know
I
that.
got shot in my neck.
So is it? Would the protocol be in that situation to fight him with one hand, or do you like? Is it
mean,
kind of
shit, I'm
unfair?
down.
Like,
I don't know if he could, cause I could close my shit. I'm still elbow up. I'm still gonna give you some work with this.
Yeah.
This my dead.
I hope I get to
heavy.
elbow somebody in the face by the time that I die. Like
You just gotta go for it.
you just got to be hella close range to be able to whack him with that.
I feel like you should have done. You should have already fulfilled that dream during your hardcore days. You feel me?
Oh,
Like
for
in
sure. I
the
probably
pits.
threw some elbows in that
Yeah.
environment. Yeah.
When you sock him though, you can always come this way. Where you?
Oh yeah, hit him with
You'll
that,
follow
and then
through.
boom! Oh
double-
man,
the
I don't know
double.
if I'm ready for all that coordination.
That's some Ryu shit right there.
Because I mean, like, you're not supposed to pull your punch back anyway. So when you swing and lean in and let them have it, you just gotta follow up with that.
It's
Preferably the nose. What he said.
it's so funny the way that like I never would have known that Stet rocked with us until you just said that a minute ago. It's funny how people might fuck with other people's content, but due to certain politics, you're not able to publicly, you know what I mean?
Exactly. And you realize that shit. When I started talking to him, I realized like, oh, you don't even fuck with dudes over there. Like you don't like he got a job,
Yeah.
but he don't really think they got any talent.
It's like the lines that you draw. Like, I gotta rock with you because you bro sometimes, but some of them I ain't fucking with. Like,
Right.
I ain't finna beef with everybody with you, but it's like, you're not gonna beef with everybody with me.
And
so
they're-
it's like, yeah.
what I found out from talking to him too is that they're kind of like connected by blood as well, because he's the actual father to one of the kids that T-Rail is raising. No Dave Free.
That's tricky.
Yeah, no, it is. It's pretty crazy.
Oh, so that's
honestly.
cause old Sitch.
Yeah. That's why they got smoked. That's why T-Rail's torturing him on camera and trying to give him such a hard time.
Well, that's a really odd dynamic to even like place
That
yourself
just
in to
fucked me
begin
up.
with. Like, yeah.
Why would you even put yourself in that position?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to like.
I mean, the
Trying to
job's a
employ,
job.
nigga. The real pops, while you playing step pops, it's never gonna go right.
Like, I respect them for being able to move past it to a degree, but then inevitably, look what happens. Right?
So they don't got no little groovers between the two of them?
T-Rail and her?
Yeah.
No, I think like two of the kids are 2 or 3 of the kids are his, and then like one of the kids is Stet's.
Oh, so it's like the Crady Cunch.
Sort of.
Yeah.
He doesn't actually like live there. He's not like part of the family.
But the Crady Cunch was the Brady Bunch.
Yeah, but
Remember,
that-
she
but-
came with 3 and he came with 3.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but
this
then
is
it
a little
was-
more complicated
But
than that.
T-Rail, what I'm saying is she came with Stet's couple and then T-Rail came with his own couple.
Exactly.
So
Right, but
like-
but imagine if one of Mike Brady's like employees was Carol Brady's former baby dad.
Dude, you're not understanding. The house is what I'm saying. Their household is
Yes,
the Brady
yes,
Bunch
yes,
house.
yes.
She came with 2 and he came with 2 and they came together.
And they have one
I'm not
together.
even done yet.
The back
they don't
off
have
big
that.
bunch.
Yeah. They don't have one together. That's what he just
Okay,
said. He
okay,
said there's
okay,
no
okay.
little Hoovers in the making.
Okay.
I'm not even 100% sure. I just know she was throwing ass at everybody, jamming all kinds of kids every left and right. But I know at least one of them is Stet's.
That's a very strange dynamic,
No, I don't
to say
talk
the
about
least.
people.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
but
that's the
I'm
whole
just
thing.
playing. Nah, that's some fucked up shit, T-Rail. Nigga, you got some old... Y'all need a reality show. I didn't know that
he's a
shit.
stronger man than I am. Fuck, I wouldn't be cool with that personally.
Yeah, that'd be hard for me to live
Well,
with.
he's
yeah.
the alpha when he does that. That's what he thought. That's why Stet had to get him, because it's like, you already employing me. Or is he getting money over there?
I think it's been an unpaid internship for the most part, but he might be getting like $1,000 a month or some shit at this
So-
point.
You just you want to be a potter. You like, fuck it. Hey, had to look. Tell your nigga, like your baby daddy want to get in the game. Like, since he got it at your warehouse, let me in.
Right, something like that. Although honestly, it might have been like after the motorcycle accident, maybe Stet had to be like the surrogate father because T-Rail wasn't able to lay it down.
Whose motorcycle accident? Wait, hold on.
You don't know that's how T-Rail lost his arm?
I thought T-Rail got shot in his arm.
Nah,
Hell no.
It's a motorcycle.
By who?
T-Rail's never been shot before?
Hell no.
I don't know about that, but I know that his ailment with his arm is
Was the
By who?
motorcycle?
Frank Ocean?
No. On the dead homies, nigga. When we used to be on 45th in Kansas, Cuz used to be at Sparkle House. Like, when we used to be in the 40s.
What
in
is
the dark-
Sparkle House?
Sparkle, that's our homegirl. But she used to be like around the corner. Like, Cuz was around. I thought that he got popped by the 40s the way he used to be so close to the 40s. Because look, Vernon. The layout is crazy.
geography.
Yeah. I want to tell you, but then it's like you ain't gonna understand.
Yeah, that's okay.
But cuz it's like
he's
right
in a
there.
close proximity. to
Yeah,
their,
like he right
yeah.
there. And we used to like, cause the homie called in like probably 3 years ago. And he like, yeah, T-Rail, cuz that's cuz I used to be with Sparkle. Like, I remember the nigga from, he dissed, but he like, the nigga from over. I'm like, oh shit. Like, oh, all right. Dead homie. Shout out Grimmy. He come home. So
It's so crazy because
Grimace.
I couldn't tell watching that whole exchange with Stet and Rel. I literally at this point I can't even being immersed in this podcasting space. I can't tell what's real and what's not anymore. I didn't know if that whole thing was just
yeah, see,
for play.
we got gang tat, cigarette burns, and nigga gunshot wounds. See, that's where the bullet came in, and it came out over here. My
Damn,
jaw.
so
It
that's
went
like
into
the-
my jaw over here. It came through this shoulder, and then came out over here.
That's a lot of like pause. That's a lot of flesh for it to go. That's,
I was like 220.
You know what my perspective on that shit is though? Is like, I feel like T-Rail has been taking a lot of abuse. He's kind of gone from like the higher up to the low end of the totem pole. And it's like the thing with Stet, especially the unresolved trauma from knowing that he was beating his baby mama's doonies down. I feel like that kind of like causes him, because like I didn't watch the whole thing, but I like kind of heard the narrative from people talking about it and stuff. Is like, I guess he was just pressing Stet and like grilling him that whole podcast before he finally got fed up and left. And like from my perspective, the Stet dude seems all right. Like I don't really understand. Maybe I don't watch enough of their content to like really understand like why he's kind of being vilified on that platform. But
Hey, he's the ex bricklayer.
Yeah.
I think beyond that, though, there's always every podcast or every ecosystem needs to have the heel characters that kind of get made fun of and all that. And he seemed
That's what they got smacked for.
Yeah, but
Right,
also,
wasn't that enough of a retard
like the scapegoat.
section?
But they also but Smack was also like at one point was the most beloved, wholesome character on.
You've seen Smack go through the same character arc that you went through at a certain point.
1,000%, 1,000%, because people held like Smack was infallible; he could do no wrong, and then people started to criticize him for certain things.
You just gotta stand tall through that shit. Smack, like I said, when you the most popular in your area, you gonna be the most hated in your region. Everybody wants to contend your title. It doesn't matter what you do. Like
and trick you out your position.
Look,
Especially when he's so easy to trick.
oh look, a motherfucker told me they got put on in 04. That's why I posted that picture from 05. I was never gonna post the pictures. The world could have went the rest of it. The motherfuckers been sitting where they been sitting this whole time. I know myself. I don't have to do this. But I'm saying, like, to show you the extent of what I was doing in 05 and 04, nigga, it's no way you got put on my hood without me knowing. Either I seen you the day you got put on or I seen you that weekend where we was thundering again. Cause nigga, it's a new nigga just got put on, like, yeah, cuz got a squabble, like, oh yeah, we finna go down there. Cuz dead up. He's like, nigga, cuz we finna go see. It was like a thing, like, nigga, do you got a squabble? All right, we finna put you out there with like 3 or 4 homies. We go get it cracking.
So when a gang is as big and as deep as y'all, aren't there a lot of fools that kind of just try to hang around that aren't really?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You either a non-factor. I would have seen you in motion.
Yeah.
Is what I'm trying to tell you. Like, cause we not talking about the niggas watching from the porch.
Yeah.
We talk about the niggas in the middle of the street.
So let me ask you this. When you were doing the podcast with the real G-Face and you were joined by Spider Loke, before we even get into like what you thought of it, I could say I've only seen clips. So it's like I might be missing like the full narrative. But from my perspective, reading the comment section, that is the most negativity I've ever seen towards any host, co-host, etc., probably ever in the history of this podcast. He was interrupting and like just being off topic to such an extent. I've just never seen that level of anger coming from the fans. And especially because they like the G-Face
me round 2. They said, can we get a round 2 without Spider, please, bro?
Yeah.
He's like, can y'all do it again without Spider? That shit fucked me up because that's my boy and I be rooting for him. So it's like, I don't want to say nothing. But the week before that, Spider called me kind of bad because I came to work that day after my homie died. And I came loaded and damn homie had clipped me like, but we was here for 8 hours and I popped the whole bar, so I don't know how I was fighting that.
So he was mad at you for being
like,
unprofessional?
Don't let the world see you like this, cuz like a big brother though. Good. But then you come and ask me like, this is my last day up here, like, bro, let me sit in on the interview. It's my big bro. I look up to cuz. Like, you get what I'm saying? But I didn't know what level of intoxication until we sat down. And he just started like,
Was he just drunk or what?
cuz rolled up a paper. He smoked this weed and paper.
Just a
Piece of paper. Oh, you didn't watch it?
I seen clips, but I didn't see that.
It gets, Donnie, it gets to that.
And I have to watch it because I want to be on the round 2 when we run it back with the real G-Face.
Yeah.
So I got to watch it so I can take notes. But I'm just seeing like, shout out to Overly Invested or whatever, bro. He made an amazing compilation of every time he interrupted.
Oh my God. Then he shook his hand. He gave him the ends. I'm like, hey, bro, don't give him. I'm like, oh, come on, cuz, don't give my cousin the ends.
What's the ends?
He gave him the 2 fingers and the thumb.
Okay, so you don't do that for somebody from East Coast?
No, we are neighborhoods, but you give them a neighborhood shake to Hoover. They shake with just the 2 fingers.
So
like,
just shaking up like this is a neighborhood thing. I didn't know that.
2 finger, yeah, when you do the 2 finger thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's for neighborhood. So he did that, but he wasn't tripping. He locked G's with him. He like, look, G's and NH's, we good. He seen that the homie was faded, so he wasn't really tripping. Like,
Right.
He got, and it's my cousin. I ain't bringing no harm around him, so it ain't no, like, because me and him got to go together regardless. It don't matter where the other nigga from.
Right.
It could be my homie, his homie. If it happens, we got to do it together. You know what I mean? So it wasn't no harm brought to the situation, but he was loaded. At one point, he was just like, did you see that?
Yeah, it's like he was like summoning like power like through his body and shit.
Sure, you can. Did you like? Were you subtly trying to like not check him, but guide him in the like,
Watch
hey,
the
like,
interview. I'm hitting him like this the whole time. Like, get it together. Get it together. I'm not never going to blast my old boy, so it's like, cuz, hey, I do it again. I just have to have more control over you.
Do you think he takes e-pills on a regular basis?
I plead the fifth.
I asked that because, like, I think Luce was telling me that, and then I started just like really thinking about it, and I was like, damn, like he do be kind of like shaky and shit sometimes when I see him, and it's like that doesn't really come off as like a drunk thing.
If I picked a drug of choice, it'd probably be something like that, but I plead the fifth.
Right.
Number 5.
No Scante?
Number 5. I don't know. I know it was a lot of that same tequila we were drinking at Leonard's party. So, you know that.
What were we drinking?
Deer juice.
Deer juice?
that
is what's called?
Cazadores.
Casadores.
Oh, yeah?
They say it's spiked up for some reason. And I believe them because every time I tap it, it's a wrap.
I feel like Spiderloak has a ton of potential as a podcaster, but he just really gotta like be a little bit more self-aware. He just really has to peep the vibe of what's going on, because I don't think he had to like go through that whole podcast making the same mistake over and over. Like, he should have been able to peep it. But also, it's like, if you're gonna be like consistently fucked up during podcasts, it's gonna make it so it's kind of hard for you to tell what's going on, right?
I mean, you know, okay, the reason why I'm not talking is because me and Spider, that's my brother, right?
Right.
The Reddit says every time I say that, I'm putting somebody on blast, right? When I say that, this is my homie, I'm about to shit on him. But I'm not. The thing is, I felt like him and Munchie show with Flacco really was like showing unity.
Yeah.
I felt like that show, if anything, kind of leveled out the bullshit narrative that they trying to say you doing a divide and conquer and starting all this bullshit. So that show in particular, I kind of felt like the channel could have shaped a little bit more. If you know, like, if I don't, because that's not where the drama came from with the whack thing. You get what I'm saying? Like, where it all looks like it does, that's not where it came from. So, and I know you didn't shut it down for that, but it's just like that was the only thing. So I'm trying not to like shit on him, but you fucked up in that podcast with me.
Yeah,
that
I don't want to shit on it at all.
Was bad, but yeah.
I mean, bad podcasting is bad podcasting. You know, it's like, and never could you ever like make a better argument for bad podcasting than when you have the entire comment section completely unanimously agreeing on that shit.
So is it fair to say that he's dethroned Raider as the most incoherent?
No.
Honestly, they're very, very similar in a lot of ways. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's right. Raiders never on topic.
Yeah, or he's like 10 minutes behind the topic.
Yeah.
He's like,
it's like, no.
It's just a matter of he'll do a topic. It's a matter of staying on the topic, which is the difficult thing for Raider.
right. Can you just as a side note, can you show the screen real quick? Listen, I need every No Jumper fan, every podcast fan, anybody who got even a little bit of love for the 22ster. This is the podcast that I traveled to Austin to do. Matt and Shane's secret podcast. If you want to search for it, it ended up being called Dedicated Lovers, featuring Adam 22. This, to me, when I went there, I felt like we had a very, very good podcast. Very funny, lots of good jokes, lots of good stories. I think any of you guys out there would enjoy it. If you read the comment section, they are shitting on the 22ster.
Why?
But it feels like, from my perspective, it feels like the fans of the podcast are issuing a negative review without having watched it, because then when I headed over to their Reddit and took a look at the Reddit, I felt like I was seeing much more nuanced takes. So in the interest of bludgeoning those nuanced takes, I would like everybody in the chat to go to this video and leave a positive comment. Leave a funny comment. Leave a good comment.
Is that where you had the nap party at?
That is exactly where this happened, yes.
That's what I'm saying.
So
we
how do you
already
feel
got
about
our
it?
shirts off, cuz.
Okay, so you want to go scrap?
fake.
You know, leave Lush and YBG for a little bit. YBG got the good in and out. Yeah,
Got the good.
Yeah.
YBG got the good in and out.
No
It's crazy,
animal
but
style,
we
though.
not
I'm
gonna go
disappointed.
Okay.
there. That's the craziest shit you said.
When
in
I
the
watched that
podcast.
clip, though, for the record, they're saying to me, like, because we were talking about the plug talk stuff,
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm kind of describing like my average work day, and like, yeah, you know, I do porn, and then I have like 3 other podcasts after that, and they're like, oh, so did you ever like take a nap? And I'm like, nah, like I don't really see, like I wouldn't take a nap or whatever.
Rest.
Yeah.
And
rest.
Yeah, we call it the rest.
Yeah.
A siesta, if you will. Yo, pass me a siesta. Like,
It's a little bit lighter, right?
I was like, okay, obviously when they're saying it, it's kind of like triggering my mind of like, whatever. But I'm with fucking white dudes in Austin. So I'm not thinking about it. But when you watch like the short clip that I saw on the Reddit, it does kind of seem like I'm playing into the joke. But then I was thinking about it after, and I'm like, they might, like, because the one dude, Matt, he watches No Jumper enough that he may or may not know
like
about that.
Right?
He might, yes, exactly. He's Mark McGrath.
Yeah.
He might have known about it, and he might have been in on the joke. Shane is 100% not in on the joke.
He's just pure.
But I don't know. Like, they might have kind of been like, that was why it was funny. Like a little inside joke between us. But I didn't even think about that until I saw the clip back and kind of noticed that they were enunciating that word a little bit.
I don't care. Listen, bro, that's a real word. That's what people got to come to agreeance of. I can't shame a white boy. Now, a gangbanger that says it.
You know
in
better.
Gang form, yeah.
Right.
You know better.
We deleting words from out of the fucking dictionary now?
Right.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you can't say that, cuz. Nigga, that mean this over here. Like,
Yeah.
That's fucking 0.5% of the world.
The
Nigga,
best
nobody
is
give a
the
fuck
best
about
is
that
Crip
shit.
Mac, like at McDonald's ordering
yeah.
potato wedges. You know what I mean?
Crip Mac would have fought you today, though.
For just saying that?
All of the little jokes like Adam Hood. That wasn't funny, cuz I'm on 5'5" Crip.
I had a close call with Wack.
Over what?
I was talking about somebody, and I was like, yeah, she want to slob on the knob. And he's just, I'm going to ignore the S word. He just used that.
I'm like,
I'm getting it from both sides. God damn it.
yeah.
It's a problem with having gangster homies, right?
Yo, we were talking about a fight one time, and we were talking about like a fight between like at least one person that we were talking about was Mexican. And I'm sure you can think of a word that begins with S that describes a fight.
Yeah.
And I used that word,
yeah.
and I didn't see one person mention it in the chat. And I was like, oh, okay. Because I really don't want people to think I'm playing with that
He's talking
one.
about the word dish for Southerners.
Rhymes with rap.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn. Somebody said that?
It rhymes with
No,
the
I
word.
said it to talk about a fight. I was like, I don't think he's ready for
Yeah.
a fight.
Yeah. Damn.
But luckily, it didn't seem like people really picked up
yeah,
on that.
yeah,
You watched the
yeah.
Rico Too Smooth interview?
I did watch the Rico interview.
He's a G.
It was a cool interview for show. I think that he definitely the Rich Rabbit segment was interesting to me, and he kind of tried to like what I do agree with him as far as like the cultural thing of when you were saying that there's not much of a difference between Northerners and like black fools up there. Like there is a lot of truth to that, and I got what he was saying. And they have rocked together.
We fuck with them in the pen, too.
Yeah, they've rocked. They've rocked with each other for a long ass time for the most part. So that's like.
But go ahead. I'm going to let you finish.
But I was gonna say like I think he was a lot more aware of who Rabbit was than he was allowing. Like
The whole time he was downplaying any game. He was doing the right thing as like a real street dude who like really don't want to like put crazy shit on the internet. So I respected
no
it.
boost off his name.
Right.
He like, fuck it. If I say something about him, then if I say acknowledge him as an op, then he gets the traffic. Like you really shouting him out when you acknowledge your ops. That's what I noticed up here. But I also was supposed to be at the studio with Rico Too Smooth that night because him and Zoe went to go do
Zoe
a song.
Sama, they're working on music together. Yeah.
Me and Zoe was in the same little realm of things that whole weekend, and I just like was too high to make it. But in retrospect, or in response to what you were saying, right? I mean, the hip hop culture alone, let's just start there, is even the Southsiders in the hip hop culture, like some of the shit, like that how they dress, it all comes from how niggas was dressing, how niggas talk, how we do everything, right? You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying that we all grew up right next to each other, but we can date back to the Colors movies, where it was hair nets. And
See, that's what I need to watch.
You get what I'm
I
saying?
still have never seen
you've never
that.
seen
Never
Colors?
seen Colors.
Definitely worth a watch.
so
for
you
sure.
let
Maybe tonight.
You let it be known, like, all right, the baseball jersey shit, Raiders jerseys and all that, that was kind of like our starter era when we was doing the starter jackets.
Well, back in the day, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's come a long way from like Odele Holmes and like suspenders.
So
and,
it's like, if you
like,
want to say that they're doing it, it's like y'all took y'all black shit. I mean, not you, but like the South Side, y'all took y'all black shit and spent it a little bit, so you couldn't say it was completely that. But it's just like.
It also just depends on where you at in LA too, because like if you from South Central or Compton or Watts or even like the West Side, like you grew up, if you're, you know, from a Mexican, you grew up around a lot of black people, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's right there. Now, if you from like East Los or you from like the Valley, there's
VSGV,
exactly. Like there's no like black people around you at all, really. So
exactly,
it's different.
That's why I wanted to speak to that. What was his name? Bozo.
So Bozo is the one who originally made that commentary on the podcast about the Norteños trying to act like black dudes too much or whatever. When I presented that to Rico Too Smooth, I said a person was on this podcast saying that, because one thing I noticed is that if I'm talking to like a gang member and I want to make like a point about something that somebody else said on the podcast, it's usually better to like not mention
leave it in the gray area.
If you don't have to, because if they say, nah, fuck him, rah, 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 and like use it as an opportunity to tee off on him when his name probably wouldn't have came off anyway, then that I feel like is a little bit awkward. Now, he didn't use it as an opportunity to shit on Bozo or anything,
they might have an aversion to even answer it, period, because like, oh, I'm not giving this fool any clout. I don't want my name juxtaposed with his. But in reality, like if you've spent time up north, they're like that. They are way more intermingled, especially like I think it's different because like there's like Norteños that are like straight off of, you know, in rural areas, you know what I mean, like where there's way more agriculture. In places like Salinas or Gilroy or Watsonville is very different than like Norteños that are from like the Mission District or from Oakland or you know what I mean, Sacramento, which are like way more urban and there's like a lot of more black people around, and those fools like, they pretty much talk just like, you know, they've been saying the N word. They all call each other blood. Like, what's up, blood? Like,
the ones that's lower down, like Central California, they're more like bulldoggers.
Right, yeah.
Like, not like that. I don't want to mix them with the bulldogs.
That's a whole different thing. Bulldogs are
the Northeast, they got their own little swag, but then like up there the culture is all locked in, like the hyphy movement, all that was all together. It's not like, you know what I'm saying, we're just the minority out there, black and brown together.
There's Thiz and Thiz Latin. It was all like the same shit. Like,
and then you got the Bulldogs who don't get the Central, what is that called?
Central Valley. That's like Fresno and all that.
And all that. The Bulldogs, they got a whole different crazy swag to them, like barking shit.
And they beef it with everybody.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. And like certain Nortes, they kind of act like them a little bit if they're not from the city.
There's variations, just like there's variations in Southerners. Same thing.
They program the structures are like, that's why I say it. Like if you've been in jail with them, like they program kind of feeds off of each other.
Like there's parts of LA where there's Mexican gangs which are pretty much completely entrenched with like the black gang that's in their same area, like Grape Street. Grape Street started as a fucking Mexican gang, Barrio Grape, and you'll see like black fools, like older first generation Grape Street Crips, and they'll have Barrio Grape tats and all that. If it wasn't for years until they became like separate entities type shit, you feel me? Like, and I know that now like there's a bunch of like the 18s over there and like the Hoovers, and they're pretty much like combining forces. And
I say like the Florences, the Brims, they do a whole lot. It's a lot. Like if they in the hood together, they gonna get along, or they not.
Or you share ops because it's the same fool sliding on you. And
because that's like kind of like the 18s off Adams. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like they beefed with the Gears, but then like the Blackstones overpowered that beef to where they kind of ceasefire, and then like they were cool with the West Boulevards because of the Blackstones and the Gears at the same time. Like it was all just a thing right there.
And the 18s are all BK over there, so there's some of their ops wind up siding with them, like the MSs and shit.
For sure.
Definitely. You know,
don't know what we're talking about.
I don't. I was like, we might be a little too in the weeds here.
Look, you can follow that though, right?
I can follow. But I'm more like kind of thinking of the audience. I feel like at a certain point it's a little too deep for them.
Have you ever interviewed at 18th Street?
Not that
You
I know
gotta
of.
get an MS or an 18.
King OG?
King
Okay,
OG's
there
from
you go.
18. Yeah.
Nah, just get a sick ass fool from 18. Don't fuck a name. Get like an underground 18. That's gonna give
There's
it
a
to
lot
you.
of them.
Yeah, that's what I like.
There's a lot of
Yeah.
Hey, look at this. Show the screen. Look at Stet. He immediately goes for the bait on me trolling him. Say you coked out bitch, Adam 22. Keep my name out your mouth, but the cap ass narratives. You playing a dangerous game. Oh, who's dangerous? You? I'm not really too worried about it, buddy.
So
Yeah, I was lying about this. So I ain't talking to him. I was gonna let you guys wait till later to figure it out. He said,
Couldn't wait.
Damn, I thought I was your favorite podcaster, bro. I was excited for a second.
"Look at this. You ain't talk to me. You wouldn't ever get the opportunity. You sitting in the follow request box forever. You fucking clown." Hey, Stet, I have a real question for you. Who's the clown? Is it the dude who's getting paid minimum wage to get treated like a piece of shit by a fucking crippled retard on a failing podcast? Or is it me who actually runs and owns the operation? Because, Stet, for the record, I could buy your life 1,000 times over and still have money left over for backwoods. So, Stet, whatever kind of narrative you're pushing, you don't get to call me a clown when you a worker. And not like a worker who is celebrated and respected for their contribution. You're getting treated like dog shit. You're in the doghouse.
He's still in the hazing phase.
He's still getting hazed. Thank you. Yeah, he's still going through your hazing phase.
Kicks you out the fucking room. Dude.
What the fuck are we talking about?
Wait, so was the baby mama shit not true also? Is that all a lie too?
Well, he did fuck her, but I don't think the kid. No.
Bro, I'm dumb as a motherfucker. I don't know if that,
Oh my
that's
God.
that Molly Ringwald fool. Don't even listen to me.
Yo, look at the red.
Oh, hell no.
We shouldn't even show that. My bad. Yeah,
did
take it down. Sorry.
Yeah.
My parents. I got it. All right. Yeah, take it off the screen. If I'm gonna scroll through this, we can't be.
Oh my God.
Look at they already on. Oh, look how crazy we look.
Damn, that look amazing.
Damn, they click. Yeah.
All right. Sorry about
lint
that,
on you.
man. That's fucking funny, bro.
Just playing.
Yo,
You didn't see me
yo.
picking Lena.
Let me ask you something, Stet. Who gets the most respect in society? Is it the people who start, successful YouTube channels from the ground up that become one of the most influential podcasts and is able to hire and create the careers of all kinds of different podcasters, like, for instance, your boss who stole your bitch? Or is it the guy who makes rugs? Is it the guy who makes rugs?
Was he was
I don't know.
He was
Makes rugs.
He was
He's a rug dude.
That was is that rug?
He's from Persia.
He probably made, he probably did all kinds
Persian
of
rugs
rug
is
work for
different.
it. He's Persian?
No,
I don't think he's Persian.
I'm just saying
Yeah.
because the Persian rug maker is like a rich man.
No, yeah.
We got some Persian rugs right here.
I'm rocking some Armenian fur right here, buddy.
Yeah, that's all Armenia right there.
Bro, I love that he went for that
You hit
right
the-
away. That is so fucking
You hit
funny.
the county. You hit the county, and the Armenians are like shaving in the shower for like 2 hours. Like damn.
What do you have to shave your chest hair with?
Well, when they on a good one, they take care of all the chest hair. They care about no
That's
face hair, no chest hair. Oh my God. Armenian tweaker is one of the top tier tweakers. I love them.
Really?
Right or wrong?
I've experienced.
I'm like,
No, I for sure
A
have.
buddy tweaker.
Yeah.
Oh my God, buddy.
Yalla Habibi.
Bro, that shit is so funny too. Because you know why Stet went off in the story, because he probably had T-Rail, who probably watches this every single week. He probably got it marked in his calendar to make sure that he sits down and watches this shit. He probably had T-Rail hitting him up like, you're talking to him.
Yeah.
You're talking to him. I love that he's standing on business for the dude who just clowned the fuck out of him on that podcast yesterday.
Yeah.
And he's still ready to die for him. But Stet, you're going to realize at a certain point that you invested in the wrong field, the wrong business.
Did you only see the same clip that I saw from the Reddit, or did you see the like a longer clip? Like what led up to them teaming up on him?
What I heard, because I only saw maybe a total of 2 or 3 minutes worth of clips. Flacco said he was going to do a video about it, but then that didn't happen for whatever reason.
It'll be out tonight.
That's what I was depending on. I was like, I'm going to figure out what happened by
Flacco,
watching
right?
the Flacco
Yeah,
clip.
yeah.
And it didn't happen. But either way, they said that he was basically making fun of him for an hour straight.
This nigga said we got the security footage done.
I think,
Like, I'm waiting to see the footage.
no, I was shocked to hear that.
He's like, damn, I'm his favorite podcast. Like,
That's right, Stan.
And for the record, I didn't like set that up in advance. That all was like immediate.
Freestyle.
It
You
popped into
freestyled.
my head, and I was just like, oh my God, this is a good idea. I'm going to go with this. Yeah.
That's why they call you Harry Mack.
Shout out Harry Mack.
But not like, so apparently what was going on is, I guess, T-Rail's expanding the programming and they're talking about different shows.
Yeah, why have one failing show when you could have 10?
Like who's going to work and who's not? And I guess a lot of people were saying, or T-Rail was continually saying, that Stet wasn't necessarily going to be a good choice because he's too sensitive.
Right.
Apparently.
But
and
I mean, T-Rail's the most sensitive fucking person on earth. Like, what are we talking about? He's a zestophile, and he's the most sensitive person you ever met in your fucking life.
but I guess like the way they joke around.
He's a gangbanger, man.
No.
Gangbangers are emotional.
Don't make me call up Big Deal again.
He from West Side. Ooh. He used to run Last King division.
You're talking about Big Deal? Yes.
No. I'm talking about the leader of the Last Kings.
Do you remember the time that I made him cry? He said, ain't nobody in this world who could tell me I ain't from West Side over street. He really cried.
don't remember.
He did. He cried.
I don't remember. But what I'm trying
Shit was hard.
What I'm telling you is he led the T-Raw era. He's still in debt for the T-Raw era. You better give him some fucking Hoover respect. That shit cost him $3 million.
No cap.
That's what I'm trying. You better give him some respect for. He says that he
And now-
probably still got $1 million to put on your head.
I
though.
seen Big Deal. I'm gonna put a $500 on his head, and we're gonna get him taken care of. But Big Deal's doing security for T-Rail again. I saw.
They brothers.
Sorry for T-Raw, not T-Rail.
Oh.
Big Deal is back
yeah.
in the Tiger operation.
Shout out
At least
No
to some
Jumper.
extent. I don't know. I've seen a picture of him doing security.
Shout out to No Jumper exposing that he was a free agent for that move to be made.
And Tiger, I bet Tiger watches this shit all the time. Tiger probably saw that he put a lot of respect on his name and was like, oh, why don't I hit him up? I would assume. I've been meaning to hit a Big Deal to ask him how that went down.
Did Big Deal give you Tiger's hair, man? Is that how you got that together?
No, I got my own hair, man.
Oh, okay.
I assume that Tiger probably got like a real crazy hair connect.
He got to connect.
He
went from
Yeah, his shit was
to
looking crazy.
wow.
Yeah.
I've never seen that. I'm like, damn, science is a motherfucker.
Rack City, bitch. Rack City, bitch.
Next time you in the club and you disgusted with all the girls that got BBLs in there, just remember that like damn near the dudes are on the same shit with the hair.
I mean, that's cool though. It ain't like
Is that a male BBL?
Yes, because you're taking it out of your own body and just moving it from one spot to the other.
What I'm saying is, it probably only counts when you're increasing the girth. Like, who gives a fuck about you adding hair? It's not a
Yeah,
BBL.
it's not, all right.
Like, the girl adding the ass changes her whole life.
It changes your silhouette. Yeah,
It
but your
changes
hair
her,
changes
but
your whole life too.
It does?
Go look at MGK before he got his hair done.
Oh.
And that's just like not even because he don't like me or whatever, but that's just like the way he looked before it and the way he looks now. It's light years apart. For me too, bro. Imagine if I was sitting here every day with my hairline right here.
You do look kind of cooler with the hairdo.
Thank you.
Even with the swirl whip that you can't control right
What
now.
am I supposed to say when Wack tries to say that you said that me and you do gay things together? Because you did say that, but I don't remember what the joke was.
Yeah.
The joke?
What are you supposed to say? You said, don't ask me what you're supposed to say. Coming from a dude that alleged 3 fingers in his ass, you need to leave that shit alone. Don't talk about me and Adam's gay activities. They're not that gay.
I don't know.
These are the gay things we do. We wear no shirts at the table.
Speaking of...
There's a line in the sand. We're not laying in hotel rooms out of town.
You're saying that the gayest
Face
thing
down,
that
ass
anyone
up.
could ever say about you is nowhere near the level of gayness that he has approached.
Yeah, no. He was in YA in the 80s.
Now, I don't know.
Straight up.
I don't know. I don't want to speak on specifics, but I will say that Comparator has a very different story or version of events.
Of the idea of his homie getting ran down on in the alley. Because I
Correct.
did see
That
it.
so nigga.
That's
I saw a video of a guy being chased through an alley. Granted, it didn't really show that much. And then I saw who it was being sent by, and it seemed like the person who was sending it seemed to be implying that Wack's version of the story was correct. But we've yet to speak to Compa about it. So
yeah. All I've heard Raider said is that's cap.
You mad at me because I threw your name in there? I told Wack,
No,
I'm like,
no,
you got to
'cause-
get through Lush 1. He's like, I don't give a fuck.
No, it didn't sound like Wack was really tripping on me like that, but you
Nah,
feel me,
you
like,
fuck.
but regardless,
You supposed to be tripping. It don't matter who tripping on you.
yeah,
Nah, look, I'm trying to talk a friend of an enemy out of this shit. Go, like I'm trying to talk him into being on my side. Nah, at the end of the day,
Raiders
though,
my dog though. I'm rocking
at
with
the
my
end
boy.
of the
Period.
day, that story is a bad look.
Unless he can
No,
disprove it.
I'm
or
talking about. Listen, now, how the Southsiders rock and how blacks rock is different. You don't got to be the toughest dude to get something cleaned up. All you got to do is be on time with what you got to donate.
Yeah.
Just a word to the wise is always sufficient. You just listen. They got people that do that. They got people that get money. They got people that run businesses. They got people that fight. They got people that clean up the dirty work. You get what I'm saying? They even got politicians.
Hey, there's
So don't put yourself in a position on the internet to where now these people got to respond. And now you just leaving your people over there in Pacoima by themselves because, nigga, you'll never be over there. Don't do that.
this is getting a little real.
Yeah, that's what I'm just saying. You ain't gonna be over there. I ain't gonna start nothing in the 60s and I'm living way out here with my feet up. Like, nigga, don't cause no more problems around here when you tuck it tail.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know.
we're not trying to create more skulls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No more skulls.
Skulls over squabbles any day.
Yeah.
Can we make that merch?
Yeah.
They gonna really get on my ass if we make that merch.
Yeah, fuck them.
Maybe like a
over
bumper
squat.
sticker.
Yeah, that'd be dope. I got more skulls.
My
over
fifth
squabbles.
grader went to
That-
blank elementary and he got more skulls than squabbles.
He went to Crenshaw High. Good.
Or just the skull emoji, the greater than, and then a fisticuff.
How come you don't see those bumper stickers anymore? That used to be a real thing. My kid goes to this
maybe
school,
on
honor
that.
roll or some shit.
Because it's creep worlds now. It's like, oh, your kid goes
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Campbell
yeah,
Hall,
yeah,
huh?
yeah.
Harvard Westlake.
Shout out Campbell Hall.
Yeah, Harvard Westlake, I'll be there. Like, yeah, that shit's crazy.
Shouting out all the rich kids' schools.
Yeah, them are schools that I used to play against when I was going to Bel Air,
really?
when I was going to Pacific Hills. You know, I went to the old Bel Air Prep.
Can I tell you guys about my crazy Saturday?
Go, run it.
So I was at the office all day. Dub had an event with Young LB, so I'm in there kicking
I
it
was
all day.
bad and heavy. I
You
was
were
mad.
dadded up? Okay. And so a bunch of celebs coming through. Ralphie was in there. Greedo was in there. X4 was in there. We were having a good time all day. Had the boys from B&W come through. They did some graffiti in the alley and shit on Melrose. Then we went downtown. We checked out those towers by the Staples Center, etc.
They got them good.
Went to
over
this
there.
other wall downtown, and we were like hanging out and stuff. And so I see this homeless dude, and he's starting like a fire on this little grill, right? So I go over and I start talking to him, and he's got these like cans of meat, and he's just like putting them on this fucking big ass fire and shit. So I start talking to him. I give him $10 just to like
Off the rip.
just to be
yeah.
cool, just to
Yeah.
have a conversation and stuff.
So, you know, shank you with his needle.
He didn't seem like he was in the shanking mood, but you know, it's like, you know, you gotta give him something just to like make it make
Go
sense,
there.
right? I start to realize, like, and this is all on my Snapchat. If you guys want to follow me, I'm 22 bro on there. I documented this whole thing, but I went through the whole thing. This dude is chopping up cilantro, onions. He got lemons.
he went crazy.
But he's doing the preparation on top of, like, you know, the garbage cans, like the big black garbage cans that they give you at your crib.
Yeah, the top.
He's got one of those, and that's where he's chopping all this stuff up. And I'm telling him, I'm like, yo, if I was making food right now, I would not bother to slice up the cilantro and the onion or whatever. If I'm making steak, I just make the steak. I'm not fucking making garnishes and sides, all this
Yeah.
shit. This fool was going for it.
He got it. I mean,
I ended up kicking it with him for like 2.5 hours in Skid Row with this fool.
did you taste the food?
No. Honestly, like, I thought about it. I wanted to just to like show
That would've went
solidarity.
viral. Boy, you would have been shitting for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I
your
didn't-
immune system ain't cut like that.
I couldn't bring myself to actually taste it, but I don't know. It felt good to just be kicking it in Skid Row with this fucking homeless dude for 2 hours. Like, it just felt like I was really
Regular. Down to
getting
earth.
used to the soil. Like, really, you know.
But they always have the dopest stories.
Yeah.
And it's like, sometimes it's fucked up how they get there. Like, if you sit back and talk to him, like, this was a regular guy that
I was the mayor of
somewhere-
Scottsdale, Arizona.
Yeah.
Like,
No, yeah, he's telling me that he's going to college for his master's degree,
Right now?
which maybe, but he's also telling me that he's been homeless in Skid Row since 91.
Yeah, so
and
he's
I'm
not
like,
going to college.
Damn,
know.
those Sally Mae loans really be a motherfucker, huh?
Yeah, I don't know but I started to realize that I was dealing with like the alpha of the block because like a schizophrenic ass fool like is walking by like screaming and shit, and so I'm filming the guy. The fucking dude that I'm talking to goes over and basically just lays into him, telling him like, "Hey, you don't need to be yelling like that. You need to show some respect." Blah blah blah. The dude completely shuts up.
It's regular,
even though he's like this. Like he's like geeked.
Yeah.
But the dude, my homie, which by the way, I was trying to get his name out of him. My homie, the big homie, he's telling me that he's like, I asked him his name. He's like, call me truck driver.
Okay.
He said he used to drive trucks. He didn't want to give me the name. I don't know.
Yeah, he's definitely a killer.
Bro, he's telling me that.
He's definitely a killer.
He's going to whine about the news or a Netflix doc next week.
Hanging with, the biggest problem, the rats. Because I'm seeing his tent and there are fucking rats crawling all over this shit nonstop. It was fucking crazy.
That was gnarly.
It was a little gnarly.
That was gnarly because he still went in there like he didn't see one.
No, he don't give a fuck. 'Cause he lives amongst the rats, you know? Like, what are you going to fucking do?
That's what we do here at No Jumper.
Yeah.
You got to maneuver.
You got to move.
Got him.
Got to maneuver.
We live amongst the rats. We got to dip in and out.
All right, so my next topic. Did you guys see my conversation with DW Flame that briefly lit the internet on fire when we did it on Friday?
Absolutely.
How'd you guys feel about it? Any particular reactions? I know Bricc ended up having some conversations as a result.
I'm very confused by the whole thing. I can't tell. I don't, like I said earlier, I don't know what's a play. I don't know what's
what now.
Yeah. I'm hella confused. It seemed like when you called in, you know, it was like, oh, like we got y'all, da 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 da.
Yeah.
And it was like a jovial mood, and then it seemed like his energy was a little bit different. Like, I don't know, so it was confusing. And then,
Because this is the thing, though. A lot
Check it, though.
A lot of look, though.
Catch it, though.
Catch it down.
He went through a lot behind that snitch word. He never ever went to the police, signed black and white. Like when I said the snitch shit, everybody start frying him with the snitch shit.
Right, because there's like two levels. There's like snitching, as in like, if I told your girl that you were doing something in the club, I'm like snitching, but it's not snitching.
Yeah,
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like, oh yeah, of course, Bricc baby again, just talking. Fucks up everything with one word. Like, you get what I'm saying? So it's like, to me and everybody who was a troll, then we had to hold it down till he talked. So the whole time, we texted like, hey, you want to go live today and tell him it's a play? You want to go live today and tell him it's a play? You're like, well, damn, well, what about the interview? I'm like, oh, shit. Whatever. So the backlash that he went through that, you get what I'm saying? He probably wasn't really, by the time he got here, he like, look, that shit wasn't cool. You get what I'm trying to say? But at the end of the day, they got to keep the real. I mean, you know what real snitching and fake snitching is. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, the shit that we do right here, you can't even let it fuck with your street life because we're right here on camera. We entertainers. So you get what I'm saying? Like, the shit that happens up here, I kind of like all my older homies that call like, hey, whatever you see on the internet, assume it's fake until you talk to me. You get what I'm saying? Like, that'll do you way better with the judging. Like, don't judge the shit that we saying because it can be fake. When you call me and I tell you like, nah, it's up, then you could be like, hey, all right, you wrong here, and there. But if I'm running a play, we doing whatever.
But the part that wasn't a play was when P Nice calls in and made some statements about Chokegate.
Yeah.
It's called Chokegate.
Yeah, Chokegate.
What were your thoughts on that, and how do you feel like you were misrepresented?
Okay, so me and P Nice talk, but listen, the only way I have my Patreon up tonight. Guys, subscribe. Y'all thirsty for this footage? Y'all come get this footage.
You do realize it's going to be on the Patreon for like 20 minutes before somebody screen records it and puts it on the Reddit, right?
But at least I can get them.
At least it's a start.
No. I was prepared for that. It's going to be like a 3-piece.
Stretch it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we go feed.
Like
They're
Star
thirsty.
Wars.
They're too thirsty
It's
for
a
it.
trilogy.
Yeah, it's a trilogy. They're too thirsty for it.
What is it, like 30 seconds of footage, I would assume? Because I still haven't seen it, so I can't really like comment.
I didn't send it when we got off the phone?
No, you forgot. You said you were going to send it.
It was already late. My bad. I thought that you were already caught up.
Nah, I ain't seen it.
I can send it to you now.
Okay.
But It doesn't matter. It's just like all the people who make the narratives, make them pay to see it. I wouldn't give a fuck. They could screen record it, put it in the Reddit, whatever. But it's like, you guys thirsty for drama that much? Let's see how much you pay for a cup of this. You get what I'm saying at the end of the day? Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we can give it to you here. We get paid. We monetize and all that. But that's what's fucking up what we got going on. We keep on exposing each other's business and then coming to the same table. So it's like, you want to see the extra? Go to Behind the Scene. I don't mind putting it on your Patreon. We could talk about it. You get what I'm saying? I don't care. It's just you're not going to get it for free.
It's just confusing because like you keep saying that and then
No. So check this. When Wack said that P Nice choked me and had me in the air, P Nice didn't know that I was, because he was like, while you was frying loose cannon, nigga, he was like, look at my homie. He stayed like my homie, nigga, poking his chest out. We boys. I just had a heart to heart with him after the homies died and all that when we was at Plug Talk, the 20 verse 1. We had like a side. You probably seen this. We was kicking it to the side for a minute. We was you came around there too while we was talking. So we was just chopping it up just about life. And
it
all
seemed
that.
like it was all Gucci.
Yeah, and I was telling him like, I'm cutting back on We just talking like, you know what I'm saying, brother talk. So he went from that conversation to the next conversation like, nigga, all he see is a nigga didn't choke me. Woo, woo. But he think that I'm just responding to show out on him. He don't know that I'm not even talking about his Reddit.
You're responding to Wack.
Yeah, I'm talking to Wack.
Yeah.
I'm like, nigga, a nigga never put his, man, ain't no nigga out here can say he choked me, nigga, and I'm standing on that. Ain't no nigga ever put their hands around my neck and choked me in no type of manner, ever. So then to say you was disrespecting me and asking me about something while you was choking me, I had to respond because I didn't never get disrespect. Like, a nigga yoked me up with his strong ass and was telling me, yo, baby right here, nigga. Because in the footage, you'll see that it calmed down and it gassed back up real quick. And when he seen it gas up and I'm turning, because I'm seeing my boy, he snatched me back this way like, no. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, hell no. And he talking in my ear. And when they talking in my ear, I'm talking to DW like, hey, I got Waka Flocka. You get what I'm saying? Like, come grab this shit real quick. Yeah, like, I'm like, hey, you know what I'm saying? You might need to grab this mixtape for me, and, you know what I'm saying? So I'll drop it. You get what I'm saying? If it was any type of threat, why am I talking to your brother about coming to pick up my phone for what?
And to be fair, during the initial incident, it didn't seem like there was animosity between y'all.
It's been spoke on. He was like, how 2 months later? This is what P Nice told me. Like, well, how 2 months later is this shit coming back? That's what I'm like, cause that's whack. He's saying that you told him that you strangled me and did what I did. So you get what I'm saying? Like, the narrative has to come from somewhere. That's one thing that I'm sticking to. Somebody misinformed whack about what was going on. Are we gonna point the fingers? No.
But isn't
It's
this
all
how
Brotherhood?
This is how like every fight goes that there isn't video evidence of, is that you hear two different versions of it, and there's always like a version that makes one side look better than the other, and then there's the other version that makes the other side look better, and then there's the truth, which is usually somewhere in the middle.
Yeah. Then you got it's no
Your versus the 100.
Yeah, it's no middle. It's no middle. Hold on. I was about to agree with you because you got to think they politicking on my homeboy that's bigger than both of them. Like, how you let a nigga put cuz in the air and did not cuz out? You get what I'm trying to tell you? So it's like, oh, YBG a bitch. Not only, you get what I'm saying? Like, that ain't never gonna happen. You get what I'm trying to tell you? Like, I ain't trying to go into it because me and P Nice, we talk and we really, I'm charging for this shit. Like, me and cuz, he'll tell you could call him right now. You did not approach me and say, what did you say about the hood when you grabbed me up? You definitely was talking about my baby. Did Insane come up at some point of the conversation? Correct. But was it in some type of form of checking me over it? Not correct. You get what I'm trying to tell you?
Totally. Totally. Like
the series of events, the chronological, what do you call it? The chronological order?
Yeah.
It wasn't chronologically. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was like some shit was moved to the beginning that was at the end.
It was like,
but it was never no choke.
It was like
Ever.
Like on Insane, you need to calm down, not as opposed to like
No, because he said something when we was outside, like, nigga, I'm supposed to be the one tripping. Nigga, you just said something about Insane.
Right.
It wasn't, nigga, what you said, but like, nigga, nigga, you know, I'm with the shit too, blah, blah, blah. But this is all after you get what I'm saying? Like, he said something about himself, but it never was, nigga, what, like, cuz, Like, nah, come on, cuz. Not while Waka Flocka playing. Come on, man. Like, come on, dude. Like, that's what I was just saying. Like, come on.
No round of applause.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no. We straight. Round of applause. It's cool. Y'all go subscribe to his YouTube.
But okay, you know what? Somebody who works at the store was telling me.
What?
They said like that in the last week, they had a couple different people hit them up to basically be like, yo, like, what's going on with that Bricc baby dude? Like, he seems fucking crazy, bro. And he was like, he goes, honestly, it reminds me of like when Crip Mac was out. Like, people would always be asking me if Crip Mac was really like that and shit. And they're like, it's almost like Bricc is like the Crip that they're fascinated by now. I don't want to lefty gunplay you and say you're the new Crip Mac or anything, because that didn't
I like
really
the fascination.
didn't work out that well in the last time. But in general, I mean, you kind of are like creating that sort of mystique.
Yeah, and it's gonna be mystery to my story the whole time. Only time you gonna figure out what's up under the hood is when you come across it. You can't force me. No, I'm old, nigga. I'm 36. Boy, you can't play them kid games with me. Can't force me here or force me there. Nigga, I did all the mind games back in the day. Nigga, on the hood. You're broke and fucked up, and you want me to be over there fucked up with you. It's not about to happen. You niggas ain't stepping on nothing but cockroaches in your living room, nigga. Yeah, man. Ain't never popped nothing, never shot nothing, nigga. Stop front. When he tell him Jay put you on, X made you out, now you acting like you a fucking big shot.
So you and D-Dub are good at this point. You and P-Nice.
It's all brotherhood. You call him, it's all good. Like at the end of the day, you can't. It's a certain, just like you can't play with DW name with the snitches. It's like certain shit we not finna troll about like that. Like he said, yeah, anybody in the world to know that it was fabricated when he said the bully shit. Put it in there. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, be mindful. It could be get back for the troll that I did to his brother that was like on the borderline. You never know what's the underline, but overall, that's my dog. Everybody don't want us to be dogs. We're going to show the brotherhood still exists because we're not going to let YouTube tear us apart or Instagram.
The one thing that I thought was interesting from the conversation is because I was kind of thinking that DW was going to be like searching for another place to be doing podcasts or whatever, or that he was going to try to keep the podcast thing going. And it seems like he actually is like kind of taking a step back. Like he don't necessarily feel like it's the best use of his time. But I do feel like he got like a big infusion of attention through his No Jumper arc. For sure. I feel like he kind of like got.
He's going to, like.
You think he'll find one?
Yeah. When pride's in the way or ego's in the way, you say fuck this. But when you know that you actually have talent in the future and something, you're not just gonna cut it off.
But if your primary focus is being a rapper and you wind up getting more momentum as a rapper as a result of your extracurriculars, you may want to lean into that for a while if you feel like
you mean if you're getting a boost from your ex? Because I was about to say, hey, if your primary focus is rap and that shit ain't paying all the bills and you're doing good at both, you shouldn't have a primary focus. You need to have all type of focuses until one turns into a primary focus.
But it's like
you get what I'm saying? Like me, that's me. Like shit, I got.
But that obviously, I mean, like through whatever was going on in No Jumper, he got a big boost in with like. There's a lot more people checking for DW's music now as a result of his tenure over here. So it would make sense for him to be like, I want to lean into the rapping thing.
We're the stimulus package. For better or for worse. No shot to DW, but it's true.
Yeah, we the stimmy.
We stimmied a lot of people.
The young stims.
Hey, all my whackouts is showing. I forgot.
Yeah.
Wait, somebody said you got STL whacked out. What's that mean?
It's for the Peace Stones.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Shit. It's aggressive.
I'm aggressive.
It's crazy because you know Remo is from BPS now.
Yeah, Bass Pro Shop. I grew up over there too though. My dad at the spot in the jungles. I just always been a Crip. But it's a love-hate relationship over there. Half of us played basketball together. I was fucking on they bitches back then. So when I turned Crip, it was like,
motherfuckers got family from the other side.
It'd be crazy if I told you like the first time of a shooting between. Never mind. We'll talk about that one day.
That's for the Patreon.
Yeah.
Patreon. We'll talk about that one day. I just don't know how to get these stories off without. I'm gonna learn one day because Terrence Gangster Williams be getting that shit off.
He out here.
40 bodies.
40 bodies. 40 minimum.
40's crazy.
40's fucking crazy.
That's like an army soldier.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, people go to
SEAL
fucking
Team 6.
Afghanistan and kill way less people than that, and then come back, and their whole life is like basically them being a fucking jarhead, not being able to handle it.
What if I
100-yard
told you
stare.
that it's more than just
Listen to
parents
Eminem.
gangster? What if I told you that there's more people with like 40 bodies around this motherfucker?
Yeah,
I believe it.
Because listen,
but you told me previously that there's like very few people in LA that are walking around with more than a couple because it's so hard to keep a lid on.
I'm talking about OG status. I'm talking about back in the day. You can't do that. The crime rate's drop. If a nigga put up 40 on 300, he is the man.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's crazy.
Ring cameras and all that change the dynamic.
But what I'm saying is that when you got a hood that's active, it's like 10 niggas that's active. Like the shooters that really get busy every night, it's the same niggas. It's not a group, and everybody going. It's them same boys. So when you see the war go on and you see it blah, 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 everybody dropping, it's a crew. It ain't just, everybody piecing up. Like, yeah, somebody will get involved, but it's somebody whose main focus is to delete that area. And by any means, Sherm, crystal meth now, but like that water is a motherfucker. These niggas grew up off PCP.
They're killing anything in sight without
they kill their mama. She say the wrong thing. Right or wrong.
Get big lurched out here.
I used to go to the store and the same bum would be whooping the wall. Bam, boom, blah, boom, 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 off the water. Then do 10 push-ups and get back up. You bitch. Hands bloody than a bitch. Not phase. Hey, you got 50 cents? Like, nigga, I'm not. Drop it.
Here's a dollar.
Yes, I have 50 cents, nigga. The way you're punching that wall, you can have everything in my pocket if you ask right. Just ask me nicely so it's not a robbery.
Yo, and now that same dude is out here cooking cans of beef with M22 and Skid Row.
That's what I'm saying.
On top of garbage cans.
The truck driver.
Cutting up cilantro on a piece of cardboard on top of a big garbage can.
Oh, it was some sanitation there.
But that's just like
cardboard.
Such a level of prep for the meal. But like, there's so many other things that you could be doing to like upgrade this meal. Like, you know, you could have like a tray that you're doing like the prep on. But it's just interesting to me that he has the cilantro, but he hasn't like inquired about like a plate. You know, it's like, so and you've been probably making the same meal over and over and over.
With his piss?
Yo, okay. And then he busts out some ice cream, right? Huge thing of ice cream. I say to him, I'm like, how do you keep it frozen? He's like, I like it melted. I'm like, oh shit, okay. So I'm over here thinking everybody's just eating like cold frozen ice cream. And I'm realizing like, nah, like,
ice cream bar
out there, that is a luxury that they can't even.
You're having a conversation with a full-blown sociopath.
Just imagine trying to knock down a whole tub of fucking ice cream while you on Skid Row. That alley is getting squirted up. Like,
that's what I'm saying. I would never want to eat ice cream if I have to really worry about where my bowel movements are going down. Then that is the number one thing that I do not want to be eating. Hell no.
You said a big tub. That's all I was thinking. Like, he's about to squirt the wall. Have you ever?
That's the toilet later.
You spent a lot of time downtown. You still be downtown.
Yeah.
You walk past squirted walls.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
My God.
I've been the squirter.
Oh wow.
You want to see my technique? Check me out now, Funk Soul Brother. This is how you do it. You gotta go.
And, so you got to station up on something.
Yeah. You just because then like what's gonna happen? Like because otherwise, just holding this,
it's coming all down your thighs.
Yeah.
No, the worst shit I ever took in my life in China. They got the toilets that are just a hole in the ground.
Yeah.
So I'm coming home from a night of drinking light beer, and I gotta hit one of these, bro. The fucking sides of my Vans are all diarrhea. I threw them out. I'm in China. I got like 2 pairs of shoes. I threw out one of them just because of the diarrhea on my fucking soles of my shoes, bro.
I'm throwing up at that point.
Yeah,
it's
I wanted
like
to die.
Because like that position while you're drunk, you have to be a master get high dude not to throw up right there. I almost died last night.
And the fucking the beer I was drinking in China was like such low alcohol percentage, and this is back when I like really wanted to get drunk. So I'm like fucking drinking so much of this shit to get drunk.
Why didn't you get some cold sake and call it a day?
No, I should have in retrospect. Yeah, definitely liquor was the way to go.
Yeah, that soju take you there.
That cold sake, you would have been. I don't like sake because it doesn't give you the liquor taste, but it gives you the.
I like the warmth. You feel like the warmth trap. I like.
But it's too much of a sneaker for me. It's like when you taste the hot liquor go down, you kind of know when to stop. Like, yeah, I'm getting drunk. But when you off the sake, it's like, oh, I'm sipping tea.
Sipping tea.
In your hood, what the fuck is up?
Speaking of, are we talking about the Enchant?
Go for it. Pop it
Because
up.
I don't want to be the one.
Did you know her?
Well, I don't know her, but I knew her label mate,
Who?
Case Today. The one, the other girl that was
On 1017?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so-
I never knew her. But yeah, Enchanting, I did an interview with her a couple of years ago. And man, I like, we still don't really have much information. I see people in the comments acting like it was a pill thing or whatever, but we don't really know that.
That's why I wanted to get to Fort Worth. Like that's why I was trying to. So the last time I was in Fort Worth, the area that I was in, remember I told you the police swarmed me and all that, right? They thought, because there's so many fentanyl pills, I was out there playing with the smokers at the, I'm funny to the motherfuckers. So I'm high, I'm playing with the smokers like, hey, I'm playing like I got dope and shit. I'm waiting on somebody, so I'm like, hey, I got 2 for $5. They come to the car, I'm like, I'll give them some money. Playing around, I ain't gonna fuck around with them and don't give them nothing. But I got them chasing me around the parking lot like I got the dope. And I'm like, man, what you doing? I ain't got nothing. So when I pull off, I get pulled over immediately.
That's more heartbreaking than me believing that Steph thought I was the greatest podcaster.
Yeah. So when they got, basically, I know some people around the area too. Fake blues is the thing down there. It's the thing down there, and they trying to get every single one of them off the streets.
Wow.
Them niggas was sipping high speed juice. They busted down two fake blues, NyQuil and Sprite.
That's the move.
That's called high speed juice.
They make a liquid version of it?
Yeah.
Because
Jesus Christ.
because the physical act of sipping is
It's like NyQuil, Sprite, and fentanyl sounds crazy.
That
It's
sounds
gonna
like
put your ass to sleep fast. Is what that's
And
what
they
do.
rather fake RPs. They want
Oh,
the
man.
big fetty one.
That sounds like I'm taking a 3-letter word that begins with N.
Yeah,
Forever. That's
a dirt one.
But no, because I don't want to even get in there. I'd have to catch myself for saying forever. But no, like, so she could be a routine regular on the real ones. And then they come around and the nigga pull out a pack. He don't know, because the dudes that I was with that was off the high speed juice were under the pretense that they had real drugs in their drinks. And I'm like, hey, buddy, they're not gonna make these look different.
yeah.
I don't know what pharmaceutical company spits out different colors of these motherfuckers, but I think that'd be illegal if the color was off.
Yeah, for sure.
You get what I'm saying? Like, that ain't that. And he looking like, and then he still go back to the boy the next day and go get 2 more.
Right.
He's hooked. He loves the 50.
So you're kind of like assuming that might have been how this happened? I mean, you probably shouldn't assume.
I'm not going to assume, but they say, I mean, she's fighting for her life and she didn't get shot. She didn't have any type of sickness. She didn't get into a car crash. So what the fuck else is going on?
That would allude to some type of
Suffocation.
The crazy part about it is that when she was on the podcast, we were talking about a big scar. And like he passed in a somewhat similar way, I believe.
Yeah.
And like she was pretty heartbroken over it and everything like that. So then to see her like have that situation happen so soon after, it's fucking crazy.
his entire roster.
Pooh Shiesty.
Yeah.
Pooh Shiesty boy T to P. That nigga died off a fake one too. He raps about it all the time, but the dude that was with him at the beginning of his career, he like the 1017 fentanyl thing is crazy.
Well, if you look
Not
at
like that. I don't want to be rude to the lady that's fighting for her life though. Like,
No, she
shut up.
passed
Yeah. When? In the last couple hours?
this morning, yeah. Or like it was posted this morning.
Oh, okay. So I've been asleep all morning.
Oh shit.
I was on a cinder, cuz. But I just remember
Seek one.
Go Yayo and them talking about fight for your life.
Oh
Like
yeah,
CJ.
we posted
Little
that
CJ
like
Casino.
last night that she was fighting for
Yeah.
her life, and then
Yeah.
this morning they announced it. I
Yeah.
think
yeah, it's crazy looking at the 1017 roster. Almost
from a few years ago. Yeah.
like every single person is either locked up or
Yeah. And then 2024, when they're hiding your cause of death, it's like,
you know what it is.
you were going straight to, like, we're assuming fentanyl to something else. It's
we
like
were just
guilty
with
until innocent.
we were just with Z Money. He doing all right.
That's
but like
good.
Hoodrich Pablo locked up.
Yep.
Lil Wob, a girl.
Z Money?
Yeah, you can't-
Z Money, yeah.
Chicago Z Money?
Yeah.
He was signed to 1017?
Well, he was never technically signed to him, but he was rolling around and like presenting as if he was signed to him at
I
one
say
point.
Z
Yeah.
Money almost get decapitated before
By what?
by OTF, nigga.
sheesh.
What?
Man, we was in Austin one year. I let them niggas tell the story, but we was on Cuz' ass. I didn't even know who it was. Cuz was out. They coming to pick me up from my hotel, and the dude right here with a dog, and they like, oh, that's bro. We getting the Sprinter, and we getting real lurkish. Then the Sprinter turns into a hot car. Yeah, they done got him a striker. Shit, nigga, you better be lucky for the guys
From a
that
Sprinter to a striker.
Yeah, Sprinter to a striker is crazy. You better be lucky that the game guys was on his side. He know that though.
Oh shit.
I ain't gonna talk about it. I can't say no names and all that. But this when we was this like 15 South by Southwest.
Speaking of Texas,
That's before he even like had his whole run.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like,
yeah.
Z Money. I'm like, nigga, damn. Last time I heard about Z Money, his head was on the platter.
You had alluded earlier to a Texas artist and yourself having
Okay, so I've been avoiding looking at my DMs right now, but yeah. So basically, just to give you guys the story before I go look at my DMs to see how this finalized, but on the No Jumper post about it, D Baby from Texas, who's a Mexican artist from out there.
he's
dope.
going.
He's really
my
dope.
favorite artist. Yeah.
I've been trying to interview him and shit
one
like
of the
that.
best rappers right now.
And he commented on the post about Enchanting losing her life and basically said, oh, now y'all never posted anything like good about her or whatever, which I took offense to immediately and hopped in the comments or whatever, because if you're like getting something out of No Jumper, if No Jumper is going to do anything for you, people buy promo posts all the time. Realistically, people know that we don't really like post
people's music
about shit unless it's like something that's going to go kind of viral or it's newsworthy or whatever, or they're paying. But for her, I did a whole interview with her. And this is early in her career. The interview only got like 40, 50,000 views or whatever. So it's not like some crazy, huge interview or whatever.
Everybody knows about that shit.
But she's signed by a legend, obviously. And then she seemed like she had a lot of talent from me fucking with her music and stuff. So I took offense to him saying that. And so I went on my story and I spoke on it. But then I did notice that he popped in my DMs and I just have to absorb the...
Nah, we need the raw reaction.
I feel like, I mean, that's, you know, if it's someone that he was cool with or close with, like.
Okay, he did. Okay, so.
Do it again.
So he actually, he said, I was just chilling with her damn near every day, and it was heat of the moment. You know
That's
how
what I'm saying.
He said,
Yeah.
you know how it is when you lose somebody. I think my apologies though. That was my friend. I got a little upset. I really wish I didn't see it. Type shit. I'm gonna delete the comment, but it's never corny when you're friends with somebody. Sometimes it's fucked up. That one's on me. Okay, so I
Respect to him.
yeah,
Respect
because
to
I
him,
did
baby.
say in the fucking video I made is like I need an apology or whatever. So he did apologize. So I appreciate it. And I know how fucking emotional you can get when you lose somebody or whatever. I just took offense to that because from my perspective, me interviewing a brand new artist or whatever is like basically the best thing I have to offer in terms of putting somebody on or giving them some attention
And we
or
all
whatever.
know you can't pay for one of those, right?
Right.
This has been discussed, yes.
Right.
But look,
Unless you do hair, no.
what type of content can we do with D Baby that's gonna top bootleg Kevs shooting at pigs?
You're thinking of
That was
Mexican
Mexican OT.
I'm tripping. My bad, D Baby.
Yeah.
My bad. I'm tripping. D Baby, pop out. Post some lean with me. Pull it again.
What I'm curious is like,
They both going crazy, but D Baby's my favorite.
yeah, I fucks
you
with
know,
D-Baby.
he's
You
in
got
my
the
pain
melodic.
lane. Yeah, you know that's what I fuck with. So yeah.
Have you had somebody that you're really close with? You find out about their death through the internet and other people talking about it before? Is that?
Oh, that's life now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's
like in
life.
that,
Their moms are finding out from the internet.
Yeah, and that's always a very disconcerting experience. And like, you know,
Everything's recorded. The shootout's damn near recorded. So it's like, hey, somebody got shot. Like, damn, my son just left in that outfit. Like, fuck. And he called his phone.
it was 9 years to the day a couple of days ago. R.I.P. my brother PH, you feel me, rapper from Brooklyn, who was a dope ass fool, and I found out about his death through somebody posting online, and that I remember being like, yeah, I remember like how hard that hit at the time, and especially if it's someone you don't really fuck with like that, and you see them saying it first.
I found out that one of my day one, Lil Ouija was dead off my other boy post. He didn't know Lil Ouija. He go down Crenshaw like, damn, his brains blew out. The bike in the middle of his legs, nigga, head wide open. He like, fuck, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I get right up under the post on the dead homies. Take that down, boy. Where you at? on the hood, the whole hood at him. He like, oh shit, cuz that's a homie. Like, you get what I'm saying? Yeah. That should be fucked up because your first reaction is like, nigga, I gotta kill you too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, whoever posted it, nigga, we got problems.
So recipes to her and everything. Definitely just like super sad story in general. I got kind of sidetracked there. My bad. But this is going down Saturday. If anybody wants to pull up, No Jumper will be in the building at the LA Marketplace.
We in that hoe.
Is basically just like a big weed event convention. LA Marketplace vendors open June. What is it, 15th or 16th? Either way, Saturday from 6 to 8 p.m. We will be in the building doing business. So tap inwardly. This is on the Fidel's Worldwide.
Bricc don't have all type of extra shit.
Hey,
come on, Latin.
Fidel's No Jumper collab is going down, so make sure you tap in. Damn, what brand just has a frog head as the emoji? That's cool.
Because I'm a
Toad Venom.
Jump.
Damn, they don't even put a name. That's cool. That's bold. But anyway, yeah, make sure y'all pull up on us Saturday. We will be.
We'll have pink sand at the beach.
What the fuck?
If anyone's in the valley tomorrow, slide through a 3rd year anniversary of Senor Sushi. Comparators gonna be there's gonna be some LA celebs in the building.
Oh, nice. I can think of all kinds of people I want to invite.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Well, shit, Kill Squad gonna be there tomorrow.
It's gonna be lit.
Okay.
I don't know. It might be like chest poking time. Nah, I ain't getting in the middle of no beach, but I'm definitely going to get some sushi. I started to go yesterday, but Compa, you know, he doesn't pick up the phone all the time.
Yeah,
you got to catch him at the hours that he felt talking.
I tried to call him during the whack pod, and he was non-responsive at that moment. So that would have been a fucking moment in time if that had actually happened.
So are you like kind of feeling the calls like? You got skulls. You got the.
You know I don't pick up. But
no, what I'm saying is like call the dude while you on pod.
See,
that's a great debate.
This is kind of like a new development because I feel like we never used to really do that much, and now it's just kind of becoming like more of a thing.
Well, it would be like we would call people like 1090 Jake to verify information, things like that. But as far as antagonists,
the dude on the phone
beefs,
always loses though.
Yeah,
it's like I would hang up if you called me and said we're live right now, and my ops start yelling, I'm hanging up.
God damn it. I just found out that my fucking haircut for tonight is pushed back. I was looking forward to this fucking haircut so bad. I haven't had a haircut.
First one.
I ain't got a haircut or had my beard trimmed in 40 days.
40 days?
40 days and 40 nights.
40 nights?
Yeah.
40 days, 40 nights that he hasn't had his shit pushed back.
It feels fucking gross. It's like the hair is like tickling the inside of my ear.
So why the face? You just wanted to try something else.
Honestly, I'm like not cutting my hair. So it's like... I just figured I'd let the beard go. My girl starts telling me at a certain point, like, you look gross. You
look
need to
like
get your shit
Forrest
trimmed up. I look just like, later in the minute when he's running. Yeah, no, definitely.
You fit in a Skid Row, though, pretty well, right? Like,
it helps. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah. I felt so exposed when I was out in Skid Row.
But everybody's exposed. Like, they're not, you don't exist. They don't have TVs like that.
Yeah, but you never know. Like this would be a very anonymous place if somebody wanted to try to do something to you.
Yeah. They're probably like, oh, No Jumper Bro's out there copping some drugs for
that's what
his
they
employees.
were probably thought you were doing.
Yeah.
Like,
I like that.
They're copping.
Oh, I should have had somebody drive by and like film me.
Juice
Make it look like that.
Wait,
like with the gay guy.
At one point in my life, I was tent to tent buying eights from every smoker on the street.
Dub told me that used to be his last ditch effort. Is that he would have to pull up and cop some green from
that's my road dog.
Yeah.
We going down there. Hey man, what you got? Y'all got any type of medicine? Or do you have a red, white, and blue card? We could go get you some medicine.
Yeah, but then those fools became hip to it and they started whacking it down. And
that's cool. Yeah, even if you had a price on it. If you can't get it, shit. If you know the price, you know the price. If you don't, you don't. You know what I'm saying? It's down there though.
Yeah. That dude I was kicking it with, at one point he pulls out a big fucking knife. And he's like trying to open it, but he like can't figure out how to open it. And it's like, you know, when you start like seeing somebody like not really like able to use their hands accurately, and you're like, oh, okay, you're fucked up like that. I got you. But like he's trying to use his mouth to open it, and he's like got like visible spit on it. And then he just hands it to me and he's like, can you open it? And I'm like starting to open it. I'm realizing like I'm getting bum spit on my fucking hand.
Hey, he's a human being.
Yeah, kind of.
right.
Not like 100%, right?
Yeah.
Like I'm like fucking getting bum spit on my hand,
It's a
opening his knife.
Cro-Magnon.
Where I'm
Yeah.
like, damn, this is fucking great. And why do you have a big ass knife and you don't know how to open it? But I also
He
felt like he was
just
so
stole it.
fucked up that he couldn't.
Yeah, he might be high.
Yeah.
But I think that it might be something with motor skills at that point.
There might be like a
Pull that like that's
yeah.
like when my hand be glitching.
discrepancy with
I
fine
was
motor
thinking that
skills.
when I was seeing a clip of you the other day, because for me, falling asleep while I'm fully clothed is like one of my least favorite things in life. Like I could pass out maybe in the car or something, but if I fall asleep like with my jeans on the couch, like I find that to be like a very upsetting experience because then like I just feel like oily and gross
Wait,
in my pants. Like I only want to sleep.
YBG story.
Yes, and then I'm seeing you, and then I'm realizing like when you're a real drug user, falling asleep fully clothed is just part of the game.
That's par for the course.
Yeah.
I wasn't asleep. I was dying.
Dying.
I was sweating. I had to go to the studio portion and get away from everybody at the function. I was in the studio with the fan on like this, trying to come back. I was going out.
What were you on that was doing that to you?
Percocet, Molly Percocet. Man.
Oh, that combo?
It'll take you there.
With the rim. No, what happened? I was regular, and I took a half a shot of Remy, and my life spent.
That's
Before
all
I
it
could
took.
finish the shot,
Yeah.
I put it down, and they like, you a bitch, you can't drink. Oh my God. I'm like, hey, I need to go sit down, and you need to go get me a water. And nigga, you need to go get the fan.
That emergency moment? A lot of times it'll be a cigarette at the end of the night that'll do that to me.
Cigarette,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Knock
Cigarette
me
will
on
do
my
it for
ass.
You got
sure.
to pass out the cigarette, like, what the fuck did that?
When we went to that one party, it was I'm drinking tequila the whole night and the yurt going on in my system and everything.
Yeah.
And then somebody gives me
Yurt.
and we're hitting the balloons and shit. And then somebody gives me a shot of whiskey.
That was it.
It's the dark.
It's over.
That's what I said.
It's
I can do
over.
the tequila. It was the,
The dark
Remy.
will do it.
I was like, oh, that's hot. Oh, I'm hot. Oh, I'm sweating.
Anytime that I've yacked in the past years,
Then you know
dark
when you
liquor.
start seeing the dots, that's when
Yeah,
you know
yeah,
to
yeah,
sit
yeah,
down.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
hey,
yeah.
sit down for you about to go down anyway, so you need to sit your ass
People
down.
also don't realize that promethazine is an opiate potentiator. So if you're sipping lean and you take a couple perks with that, that's gonna make them perks dance.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. They start dancing
It's
in
an
your
itch
belly.
that you can't wait to scratch.
you dig?
Okay, I want to get you guys' thoughts on this. Nipsey Hussle's friend Cowboy covers up his mural after it was vandalized. That's my friend, so when we had to cover it up, it hurt me. We got a little video of it going down. I guess the question just is, at what point does it just become not worth it to have a mural up of somebody because, like, it being disrespected and tagged over and over? It's like if the mural is going to be existing in a disrespectful state more than in a respectful state, at a certain point, do you just gotta kind of call it a day and say like, all right, we're gonna shut this down? I don't know. I was kind of surprised when I saw this.
I mean, like I understand the decision, but at the same time, it's like, you know, that's the legend, that's the icon.
Yeah.
You gotta honor that man.
And
you
the
feel me?
artist is gonna come re-hit it every time.
They gon' yeah, exactly.
Oh, but that's got to be a big part of the problem too. Is that it takes an op 5 seconds to tag over it, and then it takes the artist like hours probably working on it to fix that.
So protect your ground. You wanted to hold the flag in front of your spot. That's like dropping the U.S. flag from in front of the U.S. embassy because they keep on trying to get up in there.
I don't know exactly what street that's on, but it's like
downtown.
if it's in an area where like there's just not people around, there's not people patrolling it, then it's just gonna end up happening, right?
No, that's the same alley that he said he was in the hood last year, Hood Day. I mean, he's always there. Protected, nigga.
I mean, the homie Monstro did one of the main Nipsey murals. He's a very respected graffiti artist in LA, and he's had to redo it a couple times. And,
So
you know.
this is my narrative. That shit is the end of the road. Nobody believes you anymore. Black Sam's not picking up the phone. You're covering the shit. You're starting a new life. You still love Nipsey. That shit, nobody cares that you lied about starting his career and shit.
Okay, I don't know about any of that,
I know. I just figured. I figured, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you, it's like you tapping out. Like, I don't give a fuck how much time is spent. But then, financially, he might not can afford security. I probably wouldn't be able to sit right there all night, too. So it's like, at the end of the day, hey, if you, whatever floats your boat when it comes to your heartache, I would just keep getting the mural hit.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I
I
have
agree.
to, like, and then I sit out there
You got to keep that
in
running.
my car. I mean, he lives in the car.
But it is kind of funny though that he did it in the middle of the day, because if you really wanted to do it in like a low key way where that video right there didn't happen, you would do it at like 8 o'clock at night when people weren't really out there filming and shit, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying he has any ulterior motives. I'm just saying that if he had to do it now, he might have thought twice about that.
It's a little weird, but I mean, like at the end of the day, bro, if that's how he feels, that's how he feels. But I mean, they've been doing that to all the murals. The artist, either he's gonna come back. Let the artist tell you that he can't come back no more before you call it quits.
I mean, the same thing was happening in Queensbridge with the Prodigy mural, constantly getting defaced.
Which, by the way, I actually took your advice, and I have been listening to the Prodigy book on tape.
You're welcome.
Yes, and I was, oh my God, I was getting him fucking massage on Friday night. Pause, it's a dude. And I've been getting massaged by him for like 4 years. Longer, 5 years.
I had to take a piss anyway.
No, but
I'm a listen.
And so we're doing the massage, and this dude, like, I always, like, as he comes in to start the massage, I always put on a podcast, just because that's my way of saying,
don't talk to me.
Yeah. So I fucking put on the Prodigy book, which I've been like slowly getting through, and he picks the moment when Prodigy is going through his first ever battle with Nas.
Oh yeah.
To start talking to me, and I had to kind of hit him with the. I'm trying to listen to this part.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck, bro? How did you know that? This was like the highlight of the whole beginning part of the
Rap
book.
Boy when he was talking about that. And stuff. Yeah.
Yo, but man, that's a fucking good book right there, and him reading it. But you know what I'm
amazing.
reading? You know what I'm reading now is Jay-Z's Decoded. You ever read that?
Absolutely, yeah.
There are a few minutes.
Jay-Z had a book.
Yeah, it's all about his like lyrics and like deeper meaning behind it. Yeah.
Let me ask you: do you recall this occurring to you when I'm reading it? I feel like there's moments where I'm like, okay, Jay-Z didn't write this.
Yeah. For sure.
Like that for sure. That's got to go through your head, right?
1000%.
There's a part where he's talking about like the beat and how great hip hop is, and how the beat and the words weave together, and I'm just like, this does not sound like anything that I've ever heard come out of Jay-Z's mouth, man. And there's no co-author credited or anything like that. So I don't know. I mean, that made me a little bit suspicious of it.
So he didn't just. It's a co-author,
and that's probably true. Like I read Gucci's book, and I wasn't really thinking about that too.
Yeah.
Because no matter what, there's always going to be somebody who at least goes through and spruces the thing up.
If it don't sound like that, when you read a Gucci book, it like the truth.
And that's why the Prodigy book is so dope, because hearing him, you clear.
It feels like his voice.
All his words, like he dictated it, and then that became the actual text. Like it's like the order of operation was.
Well, Jay-Z already told you he's not a writer; he's a biter of himself and others.
I'm not a biter. I'm a writer for myself and others. I say a big verse. I'm only bigging up my brother.
Bigging up my bro.
I switched it on purpose.
I'm bigging up
because
I'm
that thorough.
Yeah,
and even though
flex my own flow is foolish.
Yeah, that was my shit. But what I said it fucked up on purpose because it's like, you are a biter, you're not a writer.
I feel like he's paying homage.
Used to flip everybody's shit all the time.
He flipped big shit.
Crazy. Yeah. But if he say a big first, he big enough, my brother, big enough to do it.
But we all know that, like, all right, if I spit a verse right now, and the first bar that I use in that song is a Draco bar.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna say I'm biting him. Everybody's gonna say like, "Oh, actually, that's dope." That Adam showed Draco love right there.
Yeah, I mean, we talk about one of my favorite rappers, so I can say,
yeah.
You know, I go to war for Jay every time.
Well, then we should all read the book and really do a Jay-Z deep dive on it.
I told y'all I'm a permanent resident of Jigistan. You feel me? Like I live there.
Like nigga, I can make a joke about Jigga and I'm going for him the same night. Like I can do it.
Yeah,
you're off of Jigga right now.
Nah.
I'm big enough to do it.
I be going crazy off the jig.
Yeah.
It would be a whole nother energy, and then it's not enough perspiration.
That's how we can tell.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a bottle of water and I'll be talking to you like this.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. My teeth don't move while I'm high. It's like I try to, but
I'm rolling like my name Bricc baby right now.
Hey. On what side
I be
rolling?
doing that. The thing with your tongue against your bottom tooth.
So what? I want to play the link of the fucking poker player who was gangbanging after he won the tournament, because that was so incredible for me. Yo, fuck. Mikey has the clip. I'm gonna ask Mikey if he has the clip so I can play it.
I'm about to piss anyway. You want me to tell him?
Oh yeah, send me that poker clip. You gonna go about it?
Yeah, I was about to say. If it's a bad time, I would.
No, it's cool. But for the record, I have made a difficult decision. I was very enthused about the idea of doing a music stream after every single No Jumper Show episode. I've kind of been like faced with the reality that given that I've been doing so many interviews and that all of my interviews are usually like kind of crammed into the beginning of the week, that realistically, I'm just not going to be able to do it after every Tuesday stream. So it's not that I'm never going to do it. It's just that when my week is like the way that my week is this week, I just got to be a little bit more tactical about my time and everything. But Lush Uno has risen to the occasion. I believe Bricc Baby will be following through. We're going to have a lot of different homies holding down the music stream. So we are doing a music stream after this. The 22ster will not be in attendance, but the guys will be, letting me know, notifying me about every song of importance, such as, oh my God, we got to wait till Bricc comes back to play this. But, and we can play the whole thing. It's good. But, yeah, so I did want to make that announcement. In a perfect world, I would love to do the music stream every week because it is fun hanging out with you guys and just like really getting so high that we could barely think or speak. But it's just like realistically, yesterday I was on camera for 8 hours doing interviews. Today I only did one interview prior to this, but I gotta like be tactical about how I spread my energy out. So
I got it from here. Yay, damn! You feel me? Like, don't trip. I'm gonna be giving detailed analysis. We ain't pulling no punches. If your shit is fire, we gonna let you know. If your shit is whack, we gonna give constructive criticism. We want y'all to participate. We got our eyes on the next up and coming talents in every single region. Don't give a fuck where you from.
And we're smoking on the finest zucchini. Yo, I'm still thinking about that fucking dude.
Zucchini Bros.
He has seared himself into my memory.
I'm expecting Zucchini Bro for sure.
Oh yeah, if he's not there, then
the
whole thing was
a failure.
Was a fraud.
Yeah.
If he's really rich, you gotta come through every stream.
I think
and smoke the finest zucchini.
He's got the Scooch Liani, so we gonna see.
Definitely. Lush, hit me with a rando topic. Hit me with a random factoid. I know you got rando topics on deck.
Always. Okay, so something that I was curious about. Did you see the list that? Did you see the list that came out of the top 10 female rappers in the game? There's a lot of controversy.
I haven't actually seen the list myself, but I do know that we have that pulled up here. So that let's do the West Side Rolling clip first. Can we throw our headphones on just so we can peep this? And for the record, this is the only time ever in which my knowledge of poker and my knowledge of gangbanging have intersected in any way at all. This is the final hand of the 2024 World Series of Poker $5,000 no limit hold'em tournament. So for the record, this spot, I don't know exactly how much the win was, but I'm assuming it was at least $1 million.
Yeah.
And basically this guy here, Hart, I'm not sure his last name. He has
the heart.
He has an interesting celebration.
He looks like a black Duno.
We have to find out more about this guy.
Yeah, we're gonna have him here.
Yeah.
Listen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we definitely gotta have him here.
Okay.
Have a little three-way turn.
Maybe I can help settle the debts that have been acknowledged on social media. Some people are saying this guy owes some people some money. I don't know if this win is meaning that he's going to pay them back.
But your first trip to the county after you walk somebody down, gangbanging and poker will be the same thing for you.
What? Poker is a big deal in the county.
What? In jail?
What are we playing with?
Cards. And
Or
food. Or cash
food?
apps. Or
Okay.
you got... all right, so we have a buy-in. Like, all right, what's your max for the day that you know you're going to be able to get from your girl? Or whoever got your money.
You keep the books. You keep the books.
I'm unlimited, always. I'm unlimited. I got bitches, so I'm unlimited. They already know what's going on. Then it's... Nigga might say 200, 400, 300, because I've paid $5,000 debts, but I didn't had to poke something for over some $10,000 type shit and keep him in the dorm after we did him up because nigga, you're still not leaving.
10,000
gets on that motherfucker.
Poker losses in jail is insane.
People have money in there.
Let's check this clip out for the people.
Broadway.
So for the record, this guy, our protagonist, he has ace queen. The other guy has ace king. So this guy has 83% to win, and there's 2 cards to come. The only card that can make this guy win is a 10, of which there are 4 in the deck.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So basically, you're looking at this situation like he's fucked. Like, well, this guy's actually very, very much going to win this whole fucking tournament right here.
Yeah, with the ace king
card. All he needs to do is avoid a 10, and he and the rest of this field are going to get a pay jump. Good game,
An
man.
ace could have
Get rid
kept.
of heart.
Oh, it would have.
No, no
been
ace.
Yeah, I know.
And the prepay.
Oh my! West Side Rolling.
Oh, he said 60s.
Come on, man.
I thought he said 90s.
He said
Come on, man.
60s.
West Side Rolling.
Dead on me.
What's your number? What's your number, T. Lou?
Never fail.
What's your number, T. Lou Ski?
T-Lowski.
I love that he signifies his gang affiliation 3 different times in that celebration right there. Like that was so incredible to me.
That shit was hard. Where
Insane.
you at? You from the hood? You just won? I'm finna pull up. What block you on?
If that was the first
It's going
time
on.
throughout the whole thing that he acknowledged it, that's even more fire. Like
I almost
he was holding
imagine that
in.
he was probably doing that over and over throughout the whole thing, if I had to guess.
What month was that? Because
That was like this weekend.
Yeah, Cuz wasn't at hood day after he won. That's fucked up, Cuz. We was supposed to ball out with you, Cuz.
Hey, if I just won $1 million, I am not going to the hood thing. That is not. Yo, can I borrow $20? Yo, can I borrow $5,000? Yo,
I'll catch y'all next year.
yeah.
$5,000, nigga. You might be in somebody's trunk. by
You
the
need
end
a
of
little
the
bit of
night,
time
nigga.
so you can convince them all that you're broke.
Yeah,
Oh, all that? Oh, that's gone. I put that all on black as soon as we got done the tournament. Yeah. No.
That's the shit I do.
All right, I'm going to read some donations right now. P-Nice said,
All right, that's weird.
yeah, actually, I don't want to read that. That's a little weird. You guys could look through the donations if you really want. This doesn't mean anything to me. Okay, C Money does said, R.I.P. Bloodhound Lil Jeff, hottest rapper coming out of Chicago and the biggest name in the streets. Yeah, he lost his life. Do you guys see the video of him dying? It's fucking crazy, bro.
insane.
I had just been hitting him up. He really did have some hard music. And there's like a video of him and his boys basically sliding on somebody, and then somebody comes out of the house with a switch and fucking lays him down.
Weren't you about to be interviewing him soon? Or
So
like,
DJ, you just did an interview with him. I had just followed him maybe like 2-3 weeks ago, and he had been planning on tapping in with him. But the DJ U thing actually went viral, not because of Lil Jeff so much as his homie, because he's like snorting a perk off a fucking plate in the interview, and they blur it out, but you can kind of see what's going on. So I thought it was coke. I guess it was a perk.
Yeah.
But either way,
Yeah, people blow those.
savage shit.
that the same weekend, Von his face revealed for the first time is crazy. Von off 19.
Wait, he revealed his face this week?
Like there's footage or there's like pictures of his face, and he looks a lot different than people were expecting him.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
shit. Well, I guess I just assumed I knew what his face looked like, but
That's what X4 was rapping about when he said they tried to score 3, but we blocked it. You remember you asked him about a bar? That's what that means.
you need to throw some glasses on and do some Vaughn off 1700 cosplay.
I'm with that. I just got hip to him though.
He looks a lot more innocent than you would think.
Yeah,
Essentially,
no.
But did you see the
I
video
can
of
show
him
you
shooting the
some-
dude?
Yeah. That's why I'm like, nah. When the motherfucker in the hood and he don't got no tattoos and shit, you look at him a little bit more.
Yeah,
like,
he's like,
it like, hey,
he
ain't
might
trying
be
to
the
put up-
scary one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know that from experience.
Scary, not like scared, but terrifying. Yeah.
I need to search this right now because I believe a lot of the videos of it got deleted.
No statements.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
Nah, but like, yeah, like I heard that these videos were getting deleted and shit. Yes, suspects sought in deadly shooting outside Chicago gas station. This is basically the video that is in question. And I don't feel like I'm snitching because there's already plenty of people that made videos about this shit. But you will watch this video, which we obviously should not be showing on here. And it's like this fucking Dodge Durango just pulls up at the gas station. A dude who maybe rolling off 1700 and another dude, they pop out and shoot shit up. Guy dies. And like, when I'm doing the interview, when I did the Vaughn off 1700 interview, he's saying a bunch of things. He's saying, we killing the ops. And then I say to him basically like, not you. He goes, whoever. We killing the ops. I'm like, what the fuck? And then he mentions the fucking Dodge Durango. So the thing about him, he's signed to like a big label, right? Like he's signed to a major label. I forget who. So when he says,
All you got to do is kill somebody on camera.
no, but I'm saying like are like aggressively getting videos about this taken down, which to me seems like it's probably too little too late, right? Like if the videos are out there, if there's enough out there for people to be making videos alleging this, that probably means that it's already out there enough that the cops have seen it.
Once it's hit Chiracology, it's a wrap.
And it's not going anywhere. And also, you're not going to be able to get the news to delete their video about it, which also contains the footage in question here, minus the name that they're trying to put it on.
So, how old is around?
Mid-20s? He's not too old.
Mid-20s?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, bro, you in a new generation. Boy, you gonna hop out and do your thing. You better hope it's on the backest of the back streets.
Like, it wasn't. It was at the gas station in
that's
4K.
What I'm saying. I know. You know, those demos get blamed on me all the time.
And there's Instagram photos. There's Instagram photos of him like wearing pants that look basically like the pants that were in that video.
It was kind of like how Bricc Baby got blamed for the other shit.
Exactly. Except, well, at least there was a video. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No,
Well, it was like the whole
there was a video of the Pob situation, right?
Nah, we wasn't gonna say.
Well, it was like the K Flock. It was like the K Flock thing. You know what I mean? Like the shooter with the $2,000 Amiris on. You know what I'm saying? Like
K Flock fucked himself too. That's that new generation shit. It's like, hey, what happened to everybody? Slide did the same shit. They can go put on the black Nike Tech with a ski mask.
Man, when I was having that conversation with Gangster yesterday, he just makes the situation sound so dire. Like he's just saying like all these kids are just eager to kill somebody these days.
What the fuck was you doing?
Yeah.
But he's kind of like early in that tradition, you know,
like,
and like
what?
you would think that all the changes in technology and everything would kind of like make the situation different. And from his perspective, it's just like 100% the other way.
Yeah, like my whole thing with him is like you changed the whole third ward. Like everybody was getting along till Terrence Gangster Williams hit the third ward.
Yo, but reading that Jay-Z book, it's like the way he talks about Brooklyn back then, he makes it sound way crazier than like Brooklyn now, which I forget about
Brooklyn,
that.
Because that was pre-gentrification Brooklyn. That's like,
and no fucking gun laws damn near. So it's like everybody just doing the craziest shit ever.
It was like the Bronx now, essentially.
Brooklyn is one place that they said that you go with your jury, you for sure getting stripped. Back in the day.
Yeah.
Back then in his time, Crooklyn, that's why it was called Crooklyn.
I had a homie, Glenn P.P. Milligan, legendary BMX rider, and I did a podcast with him back in the day, and he told me that when he would be coming from like South Brooklyn all the way up to the city, that he'd have to like basically put his backpack on with his camera, start pedaling, and just not stop at all. Like no red lights, no nothing. You got to just nonstop mash that shit till you get to the bridge, and then mash over the bridge, and like if you stop anywhere, especially near like Williamsburg now is like the softest place you ever fucking go in your life. But back then, it was just every corner, zombies and fucking robbers and everything.
I mean, it's in Flatbush, Bushwick, all those, Crown Heights.
Oh yeah, that shit was insane.
Activated.
It's like we get used to thinking that shit is worse now than it's ever been. But when you really gain like a little bit more knowledge of history, it's like, oh, okay, shit is fucked up, but it might have been worse.
The street fam was gangsters too. Street fitted it.
But if you even look at the number of murders in New York City too, like shit has cooled off a lot.
Everywhere.
It just compared to back in the day. Yeah.
They have something in New York when you shoot a gun, it fucking.
Oh, they can triangulate it. They got that in Chicago too. Yeah,
Yeah,
I heard they got rid of it.
Use
though.
it in fucking Chicago.
But then other places like adjacent to it, like Newark, New Jersey, are like 100 times more dangerous than ever. Like,
Right.
yeah.
Derek Jameson said, y'all seen the Ace girls trying to jump Flacco? I seen they even named you, Adam and Bricc, low-key views looking tragic over there. Leave Flacco alone. He's harmless. I'm going to be totally honest. I have not seen that clip, so I actually don't know what they were saying.
they were
to him.
tripping on Flacco pretty hard. Like,
Isn't that a Discord? Or
yeah,
it's a
well,
show?
yeah, it was
they
it was
were
over the phone, but they was
He
like,
called in there acting tough to him.
like
That's like their hobby.
like Flacco, like basically, it was in reference to Flacco originally on the pod that we did, saying that he's essentially banned from Long Beach or whatever. And then Ace Boy Trey was brought up because remember Flacco used to call himself Infant Ace Boy Trey, and it was kind of like a.
Oh, now you from neighborhood, so they tripping.
I think that he basically was just like, keep my name out your mouth, like stop like trying to joke around, blah blah blah, blah. And it was kind of on his helmet. And
I'm gonna be real though.
and he said like, come over here, I'm gonna fuck you up. Like, come through, you know where we at. I'm gonna knock you the fuck out.
Right.
And Flacco's like, but why though? Why? Like,
Why?
yeah.
But this dude's saying that their views are tragic. Their views look pretty good, actually. It's like they're pretty much getting like more views than fucking AD's shit, Dan. Actually, if you go back, like these episodes are weaker. They're like 36K, 40K. But then like when you go to the more recent stuff, it's more like 50, 60, 70K. I'm actually kind of impressed. That's not bad.
Pun has had the most of anyone over there, like the most upward trajectory. Is that fair to say? Like,
Yeah.
That's the only one I know.
Oh, out of all those dudes?
The back-
no, I'm saying,
You're saying out the whole umbrella.
I'm saying like compared to like the other members of Shame on You.
Yeah. Damn.
Was Mac Wop a part of Ace Boys?
Nah, he fucks with him, but
That's the dude with the dreads that was on the front.
Yeah. But he was just on that episode. Shout out to Bricc for getting choked up and keeping the peace, but preaching violence.
Shout out
From
to Bricc.
cooking up narratives, you gotta read the name. So
Yeah.
Listen, I'm unbothered. Hashtag.
Lush needs a I fart on skinny people shirt for good day we slingshot skitter draws at the ops. What the fuck?
That's insane.
That is probably one of the most deranged messages I've ever seen. This dude, BMX 1803, said, I told you, Kendrick, we're going to use the underage angle.
Thank you 4 weeks ago.
I was about to say.
Yeah. My boy was locked up. He just got home.
Somebody told me, though, that if you go back and listen to all those diss songs now, that it like hits way different. So I think I'm going to take like 20 minutes to do that tonight and just like listen to it and try to see how it feels now that it's not so heated.
All I know is I was out in the Bronx and they were singing word for word, not like us.
Yeah, that's
Not surprised.
So I wondered when Drake went to Camp Houston this weekend. Did the DJ?
I was thinking
did
that too.
Jay Prince send the goons in there and tell the DJ you spin one Kendrick song and this?
It's a Rizat.
goes.
I think it's more like they just got to be in with every DJ.
By the way, do y'all know that Wagwan Delilah song is a parody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make
What,
sure.
of the original fucking song?
No.
Yes.
But it was like the whole thing was done as a joke.
Yeah,
regardless.
yeah.
yeah.
Well, when
I
we-
fucking like the song.
When we
I think that
reviewed
shit
it,
slaps.
like when we reviewed it, we were all like basically just saying positive stuff about it. And then people are getting on our ass in the comments. I'm like, honestly, like I was trying to sit down and do the podcast. I was barely paying attention. So I was just kind of like, oh yeah, that's dope. Yeah. Like I'm not thinking about it like that. And then people are like really mad about it in the comments.
It was hard.
I fuck with the
I
record.
like
I'm
the
standing
dude.
on it.
Drake changing his voice is always A+ for me.
Yeah.
It took me back to Central C freestyle.
I like British Roadman, UK Drake. I like
is funny to the motherfucker.
I like
when he
Toronto
does that.
Drake. I like Memphis Drake. Like all
But
those iterations.
Was the little dude Snow Day? Was he not snapping?
I thought he was.
He was.
I
like,
got a 40 in my jeans.
But they're saying that that's like a joke or like a meme
Yeah,
rapper. He's
is.
doing like press a cosplay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's not- yeah.
But I don't know. That's like that's probably how a lot of rappers sound from out there.
Low-key is.
Yeah.
That's how
Like,
Smiley sounds. I thought it was Smiley.
but Smiley's different though. He's so funny.
I'm in my zone, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in a bone,
I just imagine him singing on auto-tune.
Yeah.
Like,
A scale film said loose cannon is I'm not gonna read it. I can't believe he really told on you and y'all are from the same gang, Bricc.
we're not. Take that back.
He didn't. How did he tell
He's
on you?
an affiliate of some shit that I'm from.
How did he tell on you?
He didn't tell.
He just talked about you, right?
Yeah, he told. That's telling. Because what if I took that 2K?
Oh, that part. Oh, I wasn't even thinking about that. Yeah. Nah, but that's not really.
That's telling.
That's not gonna. But nobody's gonna put him in the snitch box because of that.
Yeah,
It just makes
he's
me-
been put in the snitch box.
Really, it just makes me look at you like Wagwan Delilah, you know? Like,
No, because it was all about like everybody on the street is like, hey, what was your angle?
yeah.
Why did you go in there and show somebody that Bricc could have possibly been getting money on the side or whatever is going on?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
get what I'm saying? What was your-
Into the white man.
Yeah, like and you go to his job and show him. That's like trying to get him fired, right? But then it's like, loose cannon, do you think that you have the charisma to replace the Bricc? Ooh. The biggest Bricc? Like, are you crazy?
It's
Like,
it's
what
like
was that?
it's
Like,
like
hey, Adam
basically
put me on a Tuesday. Then after he snitches, he wants to come sit on the Tuesday
No,
show.
I like
Sit down,
Luce's
brother.
delivery though, because he'd be like, "Brick, baby." Like, he just talks hella slow.
Yeah, that's
He's
that
funny,
retard.
bro.
But he was dramatic. I give him. Listen, when he gets on camera, he got his lines.
He's
lined
entertaining.
up.
Yeah.
He does his thing. You get what I'm saying? But
Does his thingy thing.
yeah, he belongs
Just
with
like
the 100
Snoopy.
side.
Yep.
He belongs with the 100 side.
It's literally the equivalent of someone going to your girl and being like, "Yo, Brick's been at the club a lot lately, huh? You been seeing Brick?
Look at what you look like in the thumbnail.
You look fat."
It looks like you're a little like tiny frog.
You know what I mean?
Everybody go look at the thumbnail.
looks like
They know them muscles pop
because you went like
that.
this. You
That's
fucking
like
flexed your
muscular.
traps.
It's muscular Bricc. That looks like Brick's head on DW's body. Pause. But
Oh my god,
Nah, that
is
shit
so
up under
funny.
here. I don't know what niggas be talking about. Ask the last nigga I squabbled.
That is hilarious. Okay. Zero Dope said, shout out to No Jumper. Y'all need some tees. We got you. Zero Dope streetwear. Yo, shout out to Zero Dope.
That's right.
We got the link in the description. I'm a XL. Lush probably XL. Bricc Baby probably a large?
Medium.
Medium.
He's a schmeedy.
Schmeedy.
And then 507 said, different colored pills made by cartels ripping different areas. Goddamn.
Fire.
You're getting deep with it. BTC Rat said, I feel like I'm in a bathhouse.
Me too.
Me too. In a good way.
You got to talking about fucking massages while we had our shirts off. I didn't stop you, but it was it was very uncomfortable.
Listen,
Guy's massaging him.
Yeah, the dude.
I am a dude where I build up a lot of tension in my lower back and my shoulders, and then I fucking have this dude come and he just crushes that shit, crushes the muscle. It makes it feel so much better.
Good.
But usually it hurts like real bad for like a day or two after he
Afterwards.
does
You feel
it,
the soreness.
and then it starts to feel better.
Yeah.
But I
Lot
should
of hot
probably do it
showers.
like every 2 weeks, but instead I do it like every 3 months, and it just fucking builds up like crazy. And
Me too.
he always says the same fucking thing to me when he starts working on my shoulders, like, "What have you been doing? Your fucking shoulders are so tight." I don't know. I just like hold my stress like.
No, you've been holding your phone like this.
And that too. Yeah. Walking
been-
around playing
That's what
Pokemon Go.
Just been talking to random rival gang members and having sex with OnlyFans models.
But-
It's difficult.
Yeah, it's hard life, man.
You got Sid Kurtha out there. Big Bertha. Sid Kurtha, right? So I had a Big Bertha in Vegas when I was on the run. I used to get massages all the time because I knew I was going to jail. Big Bertha.
Six Eartha.
Big Bertha. I love her, but she used to have an EpiPen. I couldn't smoke weed before I got my massage, or she like if she smells it, if THC touches her, she's going out. She gotta
Really?
get herself. Yeah. So it was like I smoke, get in the shower, bathe real good, go straight to her with no scent on me, no nothing. Go get it out the way. I had to have my hair because my hair was short.
There's got to be other people doing this who would be more weed friendly.
A
Yeah,
THC
but
allergy is
listen,
crazy. I didn't
I've
know
never
that
heard of it.
existed.
They told me Big Bertha, too many people been coming in with weed and she can't go to the house calls and stuff no more. Not like we was on house calls, but you know what I'm saying? She moved back to Colorado. She's not doing massage. And like, I thought I lost a girlfriend, bro.
It was like you lost a celly and you felt like you lost a
got
chick.
another 300-pounder up there that can, you know what I mean? Because I got a whole lot of tension. I need that, but I can't do the dude.
See, I would love to find like a big, strong woman.
Yeah, that's what I had.
Instead, I have a small, strong man.
You guys bringing up cellies right now just brought up something that
Now,
I,
you don't remember that Meek
Big
Mill
Brother.
quote?
yeah, of course. No, but check this out. Tell me why in my building there's this dude, right? So like all the people that smoke cigarettes, we'll go outside and we'll see each other, right? And there's one dude that live in my building. He's like a white dude, but he looked like kind of like Hispanic washed white dude, right?
like yourself.
Like you.
But more so like
Washed
you,
in the blood of Mexican Jesus.
yeah, he's for sure.
Los Muertes.
He's got some Miklo in his soul for sure. And this dude, like, he looks like he's always like, "What's up, G?" Like he's kind of like got banged out ish energy, but not really. You feel me?
Banged out, bang bang.
Yeah.
Okay.
And now, so it turns out, and he's got a chick that lives with him. Turns out, the chick that lives with him
Is the down ass fool.
used to be his celly. This fool was locked up for hella years. The dude was his celly, became like his bitch or whatever when they were locked up, and like agreed to when he got home that he was going to become a bitch.
So he's
And now-
on hormones and everything?
Now it's a full blown, yeah. It's like, but
What?
Yeah, so the dude is still with his celly, but the celly is now a woman
Yo,
That
at
needs
your-
to be a movie.
At your building?
in my building.
That is a movie for
That's like
sure.
the best
Like,
hypothetical situation I could ever think of for
Yeah.
like nobody would ever think of in a million years.
Well, and I wouldn't have known all that, but my homie is like the maintenance, the head of maintenance at the
Oh,
building.
man.
So I get all the intel and everything.
Yo,
You feel
dead
me?
ass
Like,
though, that
so
guy could
just-
sell the rights to his life story for like $1 million.
yeah,
For
it's
sure.
incredible,
For sure.
right?
Somebody would make that movie.
$1 million. He could get a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, he for sure could get
And
a
I knew
couple.
something was off with, like, I'm not gonna lie, like I couldn't tell that it was like a trans person. Like I knew something was off about, like I wasn't like 100% sure, but then when I heard it, I was like, oh, now it makes
They
fucking sense.
definitely was on SNY together.
They're not. That was not
two mainliners.
I don't think that was a level 4 yard.
Yeah, that's not a level 4 situation. Like,
hey, shout out to DITY Truck. They donated. I'm not gonna read this because I feel like I can already envision a TikTok of me doing this endorsement of your trucking brand. But everybody, if they want to check it out, they can do it. I'm not trying to get clipped. Mexican Joker said demonetized for big yitties.
Yay.
I like that.
It'll happen.
I'm not gonna read this. I feel like we've already talked about this.
no, you can say it.
Bricc, what is your problem with Cowboy? No more subliminals. Get it off your chest. Love one. I feel like you guys are past like the overt problem stage, right?
We don't do all of that. I mean, my problem with Cowboy is the problem that any gang member will have with any actions that Cowboy has made in his past. Like, you know what I'm saying? Whether, you know what I'm saying, the community accepted him due to the situation and who it was, that's not up to me. But just coming from where I come from and the instruction that I was under, and him being one of the people that like originated the gangsterism in the back there with the overhills, which I am dedicated to, you crossing the line shows me that you lied to me my whole life. It's deeper than that. You get what I'm saying? So, and I told him like, hey, we would respect it more if you would have did whatever had transpired and backed up. Instead of still trying to press a line, you could have just turned community activists on us, and we would have been like, all right, he's trying to change the community. That was his last straw with this shit. You know what I'm saying? We would have respected.
So it feels more like betrayal at this point. Almost.
Yeah, because now you're mad because motherfuckers is confused. I was in jail during all this shit. I didn't know the streets knew that you was doing this. You get what I'm saying? So when I come home, it's trial time, and I was fucked up. When I said something, you know, I'm hard. I can't hold my emotion, and that's how that happened.
Got it. Somebody asked Adam, are you still doing the Edgar cut?
You need to.
You have to.
But if I want to do that, then I need to let it like all grow out. Like I can't afford to like shave the sides or like, you know, trim the sides. I need massive length.
You got to get a little more up top.
Get the tapery, maybe.
Especially after since you and D Baby squashed this in honor. You feel me? I feel like
show him. I feel him. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I feel like the Edgar definitely is something I would like to do. But I was Googling this. It takes a month for your hair to grow a half an inch. I feel like my hair grows a little slower than that because this is 3 months, like slightly more than 3 months of hair, and I feel like it's about an inch. So
but this is like post procedure.
Yeah,
so
but like most of the hair wasn't affected by that, you know. So I feel like the my hair probably is growing slower than the half an inch per month that
it's
Google
like a quarter
says.
inch probably.
But Google also says your hair grows slower as you get older, but it didn't give me like a percentage. That's what I was looking for. I wanted to know like my hair grows 20% slower once I get old.
But the hair that's essential.
I will fund a clinical study.
Yeah,
so they say a half an inch a month, but then you got split ends and all that fall off while you're combing your hair.
It also says
whatever you're doing.
Your hair will fall out after like 6 or 7 years. Like each individual hair.
You'll have recycled through an entire.
Which also makes sense because I feel like my chest hair right now is maxed out. Like I don't think it can get any longer than this.
Yeah, it's
But I also think I'm done. I'm done with the experiment. I'm ready to like just do the Michael Scott skit, the Steve Carell skit.
You should look like Topanga Canyon right now.
I'm a manscaper. My pubes grow long to where it's like not like that.
You can't even see your dick.
It takes away from. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? A good shave, she sees all of it.
It'll add some inches.
Yeah. The Nashua werewolf.
But it's like if a motherfucker goes like, and you're like off the molly shriveled up.
Yeah.
With the with the pube hairs hanging. It's like,
that's not a good look.
Yo, man, I know that this is longer than this. This is a lie.
One of my first ever.
The devil is a lie.
That devil's a lie.
One of my first times ever when I was like 20 that I fucked a girl with the homie. He's like a Chinese homie. And for sure, his pubes were longer than his dick. And I was like, damn.
Yeah, no, I ain't never experienced them being longer.
Super weird feeling. I got a condom on. I'm fucking this girl with the homie. And I'm just realizing he got a micro penis. I'm just like, what the fuck?
Like,
But you know,
that thing away.
But you know you're
no
winning.
long
Just
strokes.
eat her out.
Oh, exactly.
You're winning the game of Super Mario Brothers, though. You feel me? Like you are.
Yeah,
Smash Bros.
Yeah, you're Smash Bro.
But I don't want to be playing the game against him in that scenario when I'm like lapping him 10 times. Like I might literally, my dick might have been like 10 times longer. Like that's how tiny this fucking thing was.
So wait, why did he?
Way to perpetuate stereotypes.
Nah, he's a
Yeah.
tiny dick.
Why was he
On West
so?
Side Rolling.
Why was he so confident to whip out and fuck a chick with you?
Yo, I'm gonna tell you the real story is that so basically like we had this Asian homie, right?
Yeah.
And like we kept telling him to make a MySpace because we had all just got on MySpace. He didn't want to make a MySpace. So we made a fucking MySpace for him and uploaded like a couple goofy ass pictures of him and then wrote some like super goofy ass fucking like profile for him and everything like that. And then I'm not even thinking about it, but my other homie was actually like using the MySpace and messaging girls and actually got a girl to come fucking hang out with him.
Oh, wow.
And so I just show up at the crib one day and this dude is like just in bed with this girl. And I'm just like, who the fuck is that? And then they're telling me like, oh, we fucking found that girl on MySpace and invited her over and surprised him.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what the fuck? The next day, I'm brand new. This is right when I moved to New York when I'm 20. The next day I'm hanging out with some girl. I come back to the crib afterwards. I walk in. My one homie's in the fucking hallway naked, putting alcohol on his dick to fucking clean his dick
That
off.
had
'cause
to burn.
I don't know what he was thinking, but that
fuck?
he was
Yeah,
convinced
your
that
dick
if she,
hole, your urethra.
he was
yeah.
convinced if she had an STD that this would get rid of it or whatever, right?
20-year-old living.
Yeah, we're young, you know. And so
Very punk rock.
the dude says to me, he goes, "Yo, what's his name is in the fucking other room banging her right now. Like you should go get in there." I'm
Also,
like, "Are
so
you for
they,
real?"
so they was. This is already in the midst of a train.
This train.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he had been fucking her with the Asian homie.
Yeah.
And so he tells me, if you go in there right now, you can probably fuck her right now. I'm fucking walking in the room. I'm just like, hi, how you doing? I'm fucking put my dick in her mouth.
Right in her
She's
mouth.
about it. She's about,
Yeah.
she's stone cold sober. She's about it. And fucking
Without even introducing yourself, just dick in the mouth. Like,
Yeah,
yeah.
I don't know if the Asian homie was hard earlier, but for sure by the time I looked down at his dick, it was
Yeah,
like
stage fright.
really, I was really not kicking. So I mean, it was what it was, you know.
Asian homie, at least don't feel bad because bro turned out to be a porn star. So
I would
right,
feel
like-
so bad if anybody was able to put the puzzle together and figure out who this guy
they will.
is.
Listen.
Bizzle, I know you know.
Well, you've been living with a small dick his whole life. You
Was
can't
he-
handle a person talking about it on a podcast to 100,000 people.
Listen. Was he banging her from the back?
I mean, he was trying.
That's what I'm saying. Because I was about to say now, if he was banging her from the front, you put your dick in her mouth. That means both of them could have.
I don't know, but either way, that
Bang is-
fool-
No. That's gay, bro.
But
He
I-
had to be hitting her from the back.
This is
Say
all,
that.
all you need to know. He was fucking her. We flipped her around a couple times. I don't know. But by the time I like noticed his dick, it was not operational.
It wasn't dicking. The dick
So then-
wasn't dicking.
The dick wasn't dicking.
You know, like the play when you're 20 and you got one hoe coming through, you start saying, hey, you got any other friends, whatever. So she comes through with her other friends. Like a couple days later, we fucked the friends too.
Oh
We're getting
my God, I used to love
These
that
girls
shit.
are trash. Like you would not even put.
Those are usually the bitches.
You wouldn't fuck her with Lush's dick.
Yeah.
This shit is terrible.
But if you could
But-
fuck all of them and everybody could fuck at the same time,
it was
it's
happening.
good.
Yeah. But anyway, I find out that her friends are like her college dorm friends. It's like they have not even known her that long. They've only been in school with her for a couple of months. Her friends fucking put her into sex rehab.
Oh shit!
That's how much of a
Oh,
whore
she's a
this girl
dick
was.
fiend.
Oh,
So then
shit.
that made me feel a little different about the fact that we had just ran a train on her.
So it was.
You're a part of her addiction.
Exactly. I couldn't really feel that good about
You
it. I'm
put the dick in addiction.
So anyone could have fucked. Like I did, like anyone could have done that.
Yeah. So coming
Now
up
she's
in my
shunning
area,
dicks because of her addiction.
coming up where we from, we had a girl that, and I don't want to. It was rumored. I'm gonna do it that way. That a girl that was under the age of 18 had to go to. No, it wasn't. It was under 18 fucking going on. It was all consensual under 18. But she swallowed so much that they had to pump it out. She was having.
That's like the
That's
Britney
a Lil
Spears
Kim
rumor.
Well, that was a Lil Kim story.
Yeah.
Like,
Yo, that used to be the rumor about everybody.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I'm using rumor to respect the situation
Because you know it's a fact.
Yeah.
Yo, but all right, for the record, I know girls who have swallowed like 12 different loads in a scene.
Yeah.
And they're all right. I had one girl tell me that she got a little bellyache.
But
That's
do
what I'm
you
saying.
know how much like fluid you need to consume for to get a stomach pump? Like,
Yeah, and
That's what I'm saying.
that's
No, but I'm saying though, this is like 7 dicks a day.
Yeah,
Like-
that's a lot
like
of-
anybody. Like once that pill kick in, you go hit that mouth and it's good.
yeah.
dear God. Zestophile. Shout out to everybody who watched this. I gotta head out.
How? If the pill kicks in and I hit her mouth, how is that zesty?
I don't know. It just sounds like a Zestophile story on King David. Appreciate
Z-Pot.
everybody who watched this. Lush, the 22-ster, Bricc baby. We out here. They're going to be doing a music stream once they have a second to get their bearings in order and everything like that. But yeah, we will be back momentarily.
My shirt will be on.
The shirt will be on. Shit. All right. Appreciate y'all.
I take
Come
my
on.
shirt off and all the girls stop breathing.